knowing that children were present and would witness the homicide.
Gray called Kirk's murder an American tragedy. He says Robinson's DNA was found on the trigger of the gun used to kill Kirk. The conservative activist was gunned down less than a week ago as he spoke with college students last Wednesday and died soon after. Robinson will make his first court appearance virtually this afternoon. CBS News Special Report. I'm Matt Piper.
85 degrees in Atlanta. Do we have any chance for rain the next few days? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. More than 2 months after someone stole unreleased Beyonce music in Atlanta, there's an arrest.
Just 2 days before Beyonce's first Cowboy Carter concert at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in July, someone broke into the car of her choreographer and stole a number of electronic items, including set lists, some unreleased music, and footage plans for the show. From the 911 call.
They have my computer, and it's really, really important information in there.
Now, Kelvin Evans has been arrested in hateful and charged with intent to commit theft. Investigators say they used tracking from some of the electronic devices that were stolen to locate them. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Following a state Supreme Court decision today, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis is permanently off the Georgia election interference case against President Trump. WSB legal analyst Ron Carlson says the future of the case is now up in the air.
The big question is, where will this case go next? The prosecuting attorney's counsel will assign a new prosecutor who will then have to decide whether to dismiss the case or pick up the ball and continue the prosecution.
Willis plans to make the case file and evidence available to the attorney's counsel. Governor Kemp is on hand today as Rivian breaks ground on a much-anticipated manufacturing plant east of Atlanta.
But we're just so proud to be here for this incredible milestone on this journey that we've taken with Rivian, but also with this local community.
The facility will be located in Morgan and Walton counties. The electric vehicle plant will occupy a 2,000-acre site, and company officials hope to have cars rolling off the line by 2028. Former Republican Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan announces today he is running for governor as a Democrat. He says he's focused on issues, not politics.
I want to give better access to health care to millions of Georgians who are in the process of losing health care because of the not-so-big, beautiful bill. I want to work on affordable housing. I want to continue to grow the economy.
He joins a field of other Democrats that includes former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms and former DeKalb County CEO Michael Thurman. It is now 3:03. The Von Haessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. And in the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Sounding another travel advisory over on the west side, Bill. This is a crash in 2 left lanes, 285 northbound, the inner loop at I-20, exit 10. You're already stacked up back toward Cascade Road. If you head up through downtown, you'll encounter some brake lights there as well for the afternoon commute. 75-85 northbound slowing from University Avenue up toward a Freedom Parkway. Southbound delays starting out of Buckhead from Lenox Road, trying to make your way into Midtown and downtown. And we've had a crash working up in Forsyth County. This one's on 400 northbound, right at Highway 20, Buford Drive, exit 14. Multiple lanes are blocked there, jamming up the ride before Highway 141. Highway 9 will be the alternate to get you around that. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy through this afternoon. An isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible. High 86. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 87. Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds, high 88.
Right now, it's 86 in Tucker, 85 in Fairburn, and 81 in Canton. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, Hour 1 of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Haessler. The other voices you hear are the Doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews. Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher, has the afternoon off. We do have the man behind the glass, George Clark, and the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
Doesn't today just feel mathematically beautiful?
Aha! Interesting that you said that, Jared Yamamoto. Because today does have mathematical significance. Now, it wouldn't if you weren't told. And it wasn't to me until I read it. But it is kind of interesting. It's not Pi Day.
Correct.
That's 3:15. And then there's another one in this article from NPR. I knew that WSB. They're going in.
Don't mention them, Eric.
They're reading NPR. You know how I feel about mentioning other entities? This stuff is if I lose the audience that easily, then I never deserve them. That's really how I feel about it. So I'll mention anybody, and if the audience goes, "Oh, I forgot about them," maybe I'll go over there and see what they're doing. Well, then, good luck to you, is what I say.
Thank you for joining us today on NPR. We're going to be talking about cultural issues.
That's what you want? I mean, it's legitimate, right?
I like that.
Some people want to be whispered to,
and how they impact the political structure of your community.
And people like that. They like that sort of condescending attitude, I think. Like
we talked to mouth-breathing rubes at a diner in North Georgia,
and then you get like clink, 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 clink. Hey, honey. Hey, some people
Pass
enjoy
me a
that.
waffle.
You know what? We're here for the people who enjoy this sort of thing, but we do not condemn those who like a different flavor and a different style. You know what? It takes all kinds of radio listeners to create a radio nation.
David's been on Social Security benefits since he was 22.
And he's a hero. And here's why.
Yeah, I have, man.
If it weren't for this Trump, I'd be able to go get a job, though.
Yeah, he's really making it hard.
Well, you're 55. This has been going on since you were 22.
Yeah, 33 years of being on Social Security has been tough on the family. We have 12 kids.
He says that now, I don't know, I can't remember what his name was.
Well, now that they cut the SNAP and the EBT, I'm going to have to go plant a garden. It's going to be tough because it's September.
I saw a homeless guy. We'll get to the math thing in a second. On the way here, I saw a homeless guy who had a dog, and the guy himself, he didn't look like he was in very good shape. Even though he's pretty young. He's pretty young and skinny, but I think he was skinny for all the wrong reasons. But for as bad as his life is going, he's begging on the side of the road at a red light. I would say that's usually when you ask a 5-year-old, what are you going to be when you grow up? That one is not in the arsenal. So I don't think that was his plan. So I'm assuming not going the way that he had hoped at a younger age, but has a dog, and the dog seems very well behaved. It's just sitting there on the grass. And the homeless guy, let's show you something about humanity. We defer to our pets because it was a sunny day out there, and he had an umbrella, and it was laid on its side so that the dog could be sitting in the shade.
That's a good owner. That's a
nice.
good owner.
Yeah.
That's very nice. I was almost moved to give money, and then I remembered I don't have any money on me anymore. I don't know what the homeless do. Do they?
They take Venmo.
How?
Well, they have phones.
A lot of them
Well,
have
how do they
phones.
pay for the phone if they're homeless?
Well, a lot of phones are donated from homeless shelters.
Yeah, but then you got the monthly subscription.
They get cards that
Really?
are also donated.
Really?
Yeah, you can get those phones
If
where
I was
you.
homeless, I would just call 911 and say, "What's your emergency?" I would say, "I'm homeless. Somebody come get me."
I think we're way beyond that.
Unfortunately, that is.
I'm with the government. I can't help you with that.
There are some phones where you can pay a certain amount on it, and then I guess it runs out over time. Kind of like it's almost like a phone debit card, if that makes sense. Where it'll
That's
have like
cool.
$200.
Yeah, I use those when I talk to my mistresses.
You got a couple burner phones?
And also my my hard drug dealers. You know, the wife can know about the gummies and such, but we want to keep the heroin a secret.
Crocodile. Whatever that is.
What is a crocodile?
No, it begins with a K. It's some drug that they amped up. You
Oh, really?
They said it was terrible and da-da-da-da.
Was it killing people? Is
It
that
was-
why we're hitting?
I think it was turning. It was like turning their legs. Their skin was rotting.
Oh, that's not a good drug.
like
you
that.
don't take a drug
Yeah,
for
but the
that.
high? Holy
oh,
cow.
well, okay. Well, let's see. Let's weigh it. Now,
There are pros and cons.
Yes. How much oblivion was I able to experience?
Is it better than bath salts or worse than bath salts?
Desomorphine, an extremely addictive and destructive injectable opioid.
Ugh, if you're
Then-
injecting it, you're just gone too far anyway.
It causes gangrenous ulcers and scaly green-black skin.
Remember, kids, John and Yoko only snorted heroin.
Yoko, I got some crocodile.
Anytime you are injecting yourself, unless you're a diabetic, it's some kind of special thing.
Or on the Wegovies.
Yeah, this is some kind of thing where you gotta. Aren't those injectables easy? Like you go pop and they go in.
Yeah,
type of
under
thing?
this- just
You're not
under the
like
skin.
pulling in a syringe and like
No.
doing that thing that they do, like what do you squirt a little bit out, you tap it. You're not doing that. But The heroin people are. That's when you know you're in trouble. When you're acting like a doctor when you are certainly no doctor. Or maybe you are a doctor and you're acting like a doctor when you're at home, and maybe you shouldn't be.
You get the best of both worlds there.
Or the worst of both worlds. Some might say the worst of both worlds. So let's get back to why this day feels so mathematically perfect. Why do I have trouble saying
Pythagorean?
Yeah, I want to say Pythagorean for some reason.
It looks that way.
Pythagorean. Well, it doesn't matter how it looks. It matters how it's pronounced. And I've been told 7 times in the last 5 minutes that's just a colloquialism. It's proper to say aluminum and aluminium. Depends on where you are.
Herbs.
I guess that can go both ways.
They're stupid.
But I just say herb. I just say herb because then you don't have to mix it up with a friend.
Right.
Although I don't have any friends named Herb. That's not because I dislike people named Herb. I just happen to not have any friends named Herb in any way, like Herbert or.
You don't know any 80-year-olds.
I do not. Well, do I?
I don't know how many people are named. Who's named Herb?
Well,
hey, listen, we did have the late great Captain Herb here at WSB.
That's right.
True, so.
That's true. So how about that?
Way to bring me down, Jared.
Listen, he was
that
a
is
fantastic
the Herb,
guy.
That is the Herb that I knew. So no more Herbs in my life. I'll be taking, if you're named Herb and you want to be my friend, obviously there are openings. So if you'd like to fill out a...
I'll drop by your house later.
Yeah. No, you have to do that. You can, just like all other, you can do it online. I believe that there's
he prefers to drop the application off.
There's an application online
directly to your doorstep.
You're not on social media, sir. I'll just have to stop by.
Just go to I want to be Eric's friend named Herb.com.
Okay.
You'll find the forms, all the forms that you need there.
Pythagorean triple square day.
It's Pythagorean triple square day. That means that it is 9/16/25. Now let me read this right from this article by NPR. All right, this is why it is this. First, all 3 of the entries in the date are perfect squares. Okay, what's that mean? 9 is equal to 3 squared, 16 is equal to 4 squared, and 25 is equal to 5 squared. Next, those perfect squares come from consecutive numbers, 3, 4, and 5. But perhaps most special of all is that 3, 4, and 5 are an example of what's called a Pythagorean. Did I get it right?
Yep, you sure did.
Triple.
That's right.
That's what you're feeling today, the Pythagorean triple. It cost extra. And
to get the Pythagorean triple?
Pythagorean, not Pythagorean, Pythagorean. To get the Pythagorean triple, that's going to cost you extra. And don't call me a pimp. I'm empowering women.
All right.
And with it being the year 20...
Hey, what's the Pythagorean triple? Well, it depends. Is it early afternoon or after midnight?
Plus, with it being the year 2020...
Early afternoon is cheaper because we have less traffic.
Yeah, and the women aren't.
The workers.
The
workers.
Yes.
We have all kinds here.
I understand.
But remember, too, that in 2025, it's a bonus year. We have an extra layer of squareness to the whole date.
That's what I felt, because it seems like everybody I've come across today is a nerd. Hold on just a second. Wow. Do we have to finish the show?
That's a lot.
Haven't we already delivered as much as any show competing with us will deliver for the entire week already at 14 minutes after the hour? The hour being 3. Do we fall back this weekend?
We do not. No, we do not.
I thought they moved that later.
Fall starts on September 22nd.
Yeah, we don't fall back till November.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
You can thank Bush for that.
You're welcome.
No, I appreciate
you
Bush.
might want to wait till around Thanksgiving.
Well, you pushed it back.
I pushed it back you could grow your crops longer. And besides, with global warming, it stays warmer until.
Is that it? So you're like leaning into the global warming.
I am.
Got to use it. Got to use it.
Hey, I got one question.
Yes, W.
You miss me?
Listen, you know what? That's not a fair question.
Why?
Because we didn't know that
You've had
things
a
were
couple
going to
three
get.
presidents.
Yeah, we didn't know things were going to get this crazy.
It's not my fault.
You shot another boat.
Sure did.
I mean, I got to say this, and I don't really care. It's like it's all right. You can disagree with the host. You can keep on listening because the host is checked out as far as politics is concerned. I just give. Are you crazy and want it all? Eric Von Hessler says, I tap out. You win. You want to yell at people forever and call that fun and call it debate? I tap out. You win. But I will just say this, and apparently no one in MAGA is going to stand up. So, and that's really the only chance here, which is, put them down a few notches in my mind. But this just just killing people on the open seas. No producing of bodies. No, it's just no. The president says they did this. Well, all right. Well, I guess they deserved it. This to me makes us a rogue state. That we're just blowing up boats and saying, no, the same intelligence agencies that told us that Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, don't worry about it. They've assured us that they're guilty. Don't worry about it. And then you got to deal with these morons who think that being a patriot means you just go along with it. No, hell no. Being a patriot says this is extra constitutional. This is extrajudicial. We are now a rogue nation. Is that what you want? Okay, you're patriotic toward a rogue nation. Good for you. Don't ask me to get involved. But everything else with Trump, there is some nuance that even if I'm leaning one way or the other, I don't really think you should be sending the soldiers into every city. But there is nuance there. He is, there's a little bit of nuance there. But, I don't know where this one was going. The first one we killed 11 people was a boat going from Venezuela to Trinidad. And so, well, once again, Eric, I got to tell you, that same intelligence agency told me that we could win Vietnam and that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction and that we were going to raise an army in Afghanistan and take care of everything after we left. Yeah, those same people, they have assured us that they were narco-terrorists and that they're guilty. So I don't really need anything. No, Eric, I like the idea of the president being judge, jury, and executioner. It's cleaner, man.
I mean, they'll have their day in court. Oh, wait.
No, they won't. But think of all the paperwork that we don't have to do, Eric. And so Eric has to tap out and say, I give you the world. It is yours. Do with it what you will. But you're not going to get me on board for anything. Even the things that I agree with in this administration, so long as this is going on, because I'm still smart enough to know that this makes us a rogue nation. Now, we're the biggest rogue nation of all time, so kings, like, say, the King of England might, genuflect to our leader and put on a big show, because that's what England and Europe do now. They're mere vassal states. You can't ask them for any opinion on anything. They're just like, hey, please keep protecting us, and we'll do what we're told. But it's just as simple. It's we're a rogue nation now. Did you have Trump talking about how, if I was a fisherman, I wouldn't be. He's boasting about the fact that people are afraid to go on the seas.
But we have noticed that there are no ships in the ocean anymore.
By the way, stop for a second. If you're president of the United States, know the difference between a damn boat and a ship. It's two different things. You don't use them back, a ship one sentence, boat the other. If you're going to murder people without producing their bodies or give them their day of court, then at least know how to use grammar. There's a difference between ships and boats.
But we have noticed that there are no ships in the ocean anymore. We're seeing that there's like no ships, when the first one we went, there were hundreds of boats. Now there are no boats. I wonder why. Meaning no drugs are coming across. Probably stopping some fishermen too. I mean, to be honest, if I were a fisherman, I wouldn't want to go fishing. Just a nice, let's take a little trip, because I'd say,
hilarious.
Man, if they,
so funny,
maybe they think
Trump.
I have drugs downstairs. I don't want that.
Yeah, because I'd do it. I'd murder him, thinking without any proof, if the right person from the right office walked into the Oval Office and told me there's drugs on there. Yeah, I'd murder him. So, fishermen from poor countries who probably that's how they make their living. Did you hear that joke? It's funny, isn't it? It's funny.
Kind of play off what he said with North Korea, too. Remember a couple weeks ago where the report came out that we accidentally attacked a fishing boat?
Yeah, exactly. We didn't accidentally.
No, we killed them to shut them up.
They were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And when it comes to large nations with big militaries and intelligence agencies, remember this: the innocent will never be allowed to get in the way of the goals and aspirations. You see, these big Freudian slip. These big countries. You see, they have certain goals and aspirations, and you become so large and so important at some point that it's just perfectly okay. They still let you into heaven if you just murder innocents.
Well, that's
like
good.
All those Navy SEALs. They automatically get into heaven for murdering innocents because the country that they were SEALs for is big enough. It's crossed the line to where God thinks it's perfectly okay that innocents don't get in the way of the goals and aspirations of your country. So. But at least all of that is within like covert. They didn't do it out in the open. We do covert things because we know we don't really want to have a reputation for this. Now we're just doing it out in the open, and Trump gets to go to bed at night going, "There's no ships on the seas because everybody's afraid of me."
Imagine what we're doing in the covert realm.
Oh, I don't
that
even
we're seeing that.
Yeah, I don't even want. It might be that not much. It may be that we've just opened up the covert realm and now we're just seeing everything. Which you got to give it to Trump, maybe the most transparent president. It's not like every president has killed. Obama famously killed people extra constitutionally on battlefields in Afghanistan.
Love the drone strikes.
Yeah, so it's not. But there's something about the covert thing that at least says, "Hey, we don't want to be known for this. Like we don't want it to be our brand." Trump? No. I want fishermen who have to do this for a living to feed their families in the Caribbean to choose not to because of my power. That makes me sleep well at night knowing that I have that power. It kind of turns me on, I think Trump thinks.
Oh, yeah. More fish for us.
That's right. They're taking too many fish.
They're taking all the fish.
So that's it. I have plenty of friends in MAGA. I got no problem with people. But you ain't getting me on board. Not with that. Everything else, there's arguments, there's nuance.
But he put on Truth Social. It was coming to the United States. The boat was coming. He knew.
Yeah.
He knew Trump.
It had a big light on it. Said USA or bust.
Yeah. I don't even know what direction. We found out the other one, the first one we blew up, had actually turned around and was going back in the other direction. So now we're shooting people in the back.
Couldn't let him
without
get away.
giving them any sort of judicial. But hey, you know what? That's just the way the world is. I don't agree with it. You disagree with me. And guess what? I wash my hands. It's your world. Have it. Take it. Do what you want. Just leave my acre and a half the hell alone. Because that's where I go to take gummies and forget about everything you think is great. Okay? So that's all I ask.
Wait, gummies?
Huh?
Strike.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
No more gummies. No more gummies. Look, I mean,
70% of MAGA's on gummies. That movement is fueled by gummies.
That's a lot.
Since the gummies came along, it's like housewives in your neighborhood. It's like
I just take
once you got rid of that smell, it just all of a sudden it was fine as long as everything. That was always the problem with getting high.
Yeah,
is you tell people for 3 counties around you what you're doing.
I stopped at the gas station this morning after I dropped my son off at school. Bam, right in the face.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Smell of weed.
I'm not in Atlanta very often. That's what I hear. Is it smells like weed.
Walking down the Beltline, just people.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah, people light up all the time.
I don't know that that's fun.
What I don't like it, and George, you can add to it too. I mean,
people are drinking, so I guess it's kind of the same thing. But
what I don't like is driving home. Like if I'm driving home at night and then I get behind somebody's car, and then I'm like, I really didn't need to get your secondhand weed.
You're
man.
like, hey, just take a gummy.
It'd be nice.
We've got the technology now. You don't have to. But I think the younger you are, the more bold. Like you want people to know. Yeah. That you're getting high because somehow it's rebellious, even though there's no chance you're going to get in trouble for it. I don't know how it remains rebellious if there's no chance you're going to get in trouble for it.
I was on the Beltline this weekend, and this guy was breaking down his weed and rolling it up, and there's like kids walking by.
And you're thinking to yourself, definitely going to be the CEO of something in his lifetime, right? This is
a start of something huge.
I think whatever you. How old was the gentleman?
I mean, maybe 20s, something. Yeah.
I think he was peaking. I think you saw that dude at the peak of their life. They got lots of customers, and they got to get. Or was he just breaking his own down? Do you think?
Yeah, he's breaking his own down and just rolling it up.
Yeah, because and that's all about everybody's performing.
Yeah,
right. Whether it's politics, whatever, you can't tell me I just didn't have the time. Sorry, guys, I got to get this done before I reach my destination. Yeah. It's everybody's performing. Look at me, I'm a this.
Yeah, 50 feet away, you could do it discreetly, and
he's probably doing a TikTok video.
Or you could do it at your house.
Right. Maybe he ran out of time, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
He was working all these shifts because he wants to be the CEO of Chili's one day.
That's right.
He's got to.
This is his downtime, and we got to go after him. The man busts his ass constantly. Trying to get to where he's going to get to.
Being a jerk.
Everybody is performing, which makes what I do for a living completely watered down. It used to be, you're a performer.
Yeah.
Well, now everybody's performing for whatever audience it is. Oh, that guy looks like a conservative. I want to let him know I'm a progressive. Let me turn on my neon rainbow. Boop in your head. Boop, look at me, huh? I've declared myself because I don't know, you look like you're conservative, and I want you to know what I am. And the other way around.
They do
the goofballs like in Florida now, they're saying open carry is like the law. And you'll get most people who are gun owners are like, I don't need to show off. But boy, are you going to get the show offs. You're going to get the John Waynes. Yeah, I'm going to the store with a six-shooter.
Hey, watch this.
Yeah.
Six-shooter, like a big 44 Magnum.
Try to get that last gallon of orange juice over there.
Yeah. I said, do you have fresher melons? But, you're going to have everybody's performing. It's from social media, I think, where you, like in your profile, who are you? Declare yourself. What do you stand for? I'm a this. I'm a that. Here's my rock star pose.
What we need to do is we need to get George out in the streets. There's a hat that has like an LED front on it.
Yeah.
And you can change the logo or anything that you want on the front. And with George, we need to get George like strapped up on the belt line and then just control whatever logo we want on the front and see how people react to him. We'd be trolling people on the belt line.
You've also thought about George strapped up something? I thought I was completely alone on that.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Reach-in closets, walk-in closets, pantry spaces, garages. With a custom spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. All your stuff neatly organized and designed to stay that way. Call the Closet Bomb Squad, Artisan Custom Closets. They'll diffuse your clutter and make it safe to enter your closet again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Another accident? What happened?
Our truck driver got cut off, and they're getting blamed. No witnesses, no proof, and insurance is skyrocketing.
Wait, our drivers shouldn't take the blame for this?
Exactly why we need Samsara. Their AI dashcam show real-time video proving when our drivers aren't at fault.
So we protect our drivers and avoid false claims?
Yep. Companies using Samsara have exonerated their drivers and saved millions on insurance.
Protect your drivers and your bottom line at Samsara.com. Samsara. Operate smarter.
Steel Horse Law knows that your bike is made of steel, but your heart is made of gold. If someone causes you to lay your bike down, you deserve the very best from an experienced firm that knows bikers because they are bikers. Eric Von Hassler for Steel Horse Law, the Stein and Karen Law Group. They're local, so they understand the changes to Georgia law, and you'll meet directly with your attorney, not just an assistant like the mega firms. Schedule your free accident evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
If I said to focus your energy, where would you start? Let's say you run a business, a school campus, a hospital, or a government facility. Finding ways to save can be overwhelming, but Georgia Power has energy efficiency tips and rebates to help. Things like improving lighting with LEDs, making HVAC upgrades, adding building controls, and more. Look, you've got a business to run and numbers to hit. Georgia Power can help you focus your energy where it matters most. Learn more at georgiapower.com/biz.
Hey y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
This is Andy Harris, president at Coosa Valley Credit Union, where we believe in the power of human connection. When you call us, you're not greeted by a machine, but by a real person who's here to listen and assist you. Coosa Valley Credit Union. We're local, we're kind, and we're here for you.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story: charges are announced today against the 22-year-old man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk. Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray says Tyler Robinson is charged with aggravated murder.
I am filing a notice of intent to seek the death penalty.
Utah is one of 5 states that allow execution by firing squad if lethal injection is unavailable. An arrest is made more than 2 months after someone stole unreleased Beyonce Beyonce music in Atlanta. The theft was reported at Krog Street Market on July 8, days before Beyonce's first show at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The suspect, identified as Kelvin Evans. He was arrested in Hapeville. Police say he'll face a charge of entering an auto with intent to commit theft. Beyonce's choreographer and a dancer parked a rental car in a parking deck, and when they returned, it had been broken into. Groundbreaking today for the new Rivian plant east of Atlanta.
1, 2, 3, dig!
Governor Kemp and other state leaders on hand. The massive multi-billion-dollar plant is located in Morgan and Walton counties. Rivian CEO R.J. Scaringe says it's been a long road to get to this point.
Thank you all for being on this journey. Thanks for being on this incredible adventure and helping us turn that beautiful site that we see out there in the distance into a thriving manufacturing facility.
They hope to have cars rolling off the line by 2028. Actor Robert Redford has died. The movie icon was known for movies including his breakthrough role in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, as well as The Great Gatsby, All the President's Men, and The Natural.
My dad wanted me to be a baseball player.
Redford went on to direct and launch the Sundance Film Festival in 1985. Robert Redford died at his home in Utah. He was 89. You'll be able to watch more of the Masters on TV next spring. Amazon Prime Video is joining the official broadcast lineup in 2026. They'll stream 2 hours of live coverage during the first 2 rounds on Thursday and Friday before handing off to ESPN. It is now 3:32, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, watching some trouble spots around I-285. First one's over in Tucker. It's a right lane crash. 285 northbound, the outer loop, just north of La Vista Road, exit 37. Slowing the ride back into Clarkston from around Church Street. Earlier crash, 285 northbound, the inner loop over on the west side, right at I-20, exit 10. Looks like they got that out of the roadway, so things are improving there. Heads up in Forsyth County. Been dealing with the crash for about an hour now. Georgia 400 northbound, approaching Highway 20, exit number 14. Couple of lanes blocked there, slowing the ride almost back to McFarland Parkway. Highway 9, a great alternate to get you around it. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. A mix of sun and clouds today with an isolated rain shower possible. High 86, lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 87. Sunshine and hotter temperatures on Thursday, high 88.
Right now it's 82 in Alpharetta, 84 in Lawrenceville, and 86 in College Park. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
If you're looking for an exceptional Swiss timepiece, visit Terra Fine Jewelry today. They have exceptional Swiss watches from Tag Heuer and the finest selection in Atlanta of pre-owned Rolex. It's where I've been shopping for over 25 years. Terra Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
Are you coming today? Are you not coming today? Hi, this is Candace from Excavations. Are you tired of having to chase your contractors around? If you're looking to remodel the outside of your home, then have I got a tip for you. Use Exovations. You'll know exactly when we're coming, when your project's going to be complete, and what you're paying for before you even start the project. Schedule your appointment today at exovations.com. EXOVATIONS.com.
Let's see, it's still hot out, but football is back. That makes this September. Dave Baker here. Coolray says you can stay comfortable and watch football. They're offering up to $2,250 back in rebates and free installation with the purchase of a complete carrier system. And you know proper installation is important. It's like a sidekick for your HVAC, keeping cool air in and hot air out. Call or go online at Coolray.com to book your appointment today. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
That nagging joint pain, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's from years of hard work. Sometimes it's an old injury that just never healed right. Either way, it's been calling the shots in your life for too long. But that stops right now. I'm Mark Ehrman. QC Kinetics is here to flip that script. They use regenerative medicine, advanced cellular treatments that help your body heal and restore the damage in your joints, not cover it up, not cut it out, actually helping heal and restore. And the results, long-term, lasting relief. QC Kinetics, no surgery, no drugs, no long recovery, just a smarter, natural way to get your freedom back. Bring your MRIs, your x-rays, and they'll make sure you're a good candidate. Your first consultation, it's free, friends, so there's no reason to wait. Call QC Kinetics, 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. Decatur, Lawrenceville, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Stockbridge, and Douglasville. Appointments available on Saturday. 770-285-8026.
Sometimes people will say, Eric, how can you just check out? It's so important right now. Who wins and who loses? And
talk about sports?
That's the only thing I haven't checked out of. Although I have checked out of every major sport other than like football. But no, I'm about to play a lady here who, well, because Luigi, the guy who assassinated
Mangione,
the United Healthcare CEO, Mangione, as somebody from Rochester, New York, where we had the great Chuck Mangione. Not to put those two together, Chuck Mangione brought peace and love through his trumpet. Totally different cat, but I know how to say the last name, Mangione. That is his name, right? Luigi Mangione.
That's correct.
So he was in court today, I guess, and so there are people who are outside, and they're chanting, "Free Luigi." Like, what do you think? Like, somebody's going to murder somebody in broad daylight, and what your expectation is the government's just going to go, yeah, just go back to work. Just go. Like, what, like, you get the idea sometimes that protesters from the left and the right aren't exactly all there together. Right. So, but then when you say like free man, like, yeah, just let him walk. Yeah, he murdered somebody in broad. I want to live in a country where it's okay to murder people.
He said he was sorry.
Did he?
No.
I don't think he did. No, I don't even want to hear it. It's just, it's just like these people aren't even thinking. It's like the people who, whatever. I'm not getting involved in this whole back and forth, but, with the assassination, why am I blanking on his name?
Charlie Kirk.
That seems disrespectful. For some reason, I blank on people's names at the wrong time. So, with the people who are coming out like because they didn't like him, it's not really about that. Whether it's Charlie Kirk or this guy that Luigi killed, it's about what kind of nation do you want to live in? Really? So long as people that you don't like are the ones who are targeted, you're okay to live in that kind of nation? And that's getting to the point where, for me, it's like, I'm not choosing a side. The American people have lost their minds in my calculation. And so I present you with, now you could remove the Luigi Mangione part of this. Whether there are people who think he's some sort of folk hero. I do not like what the healthcare companies do, but I am still civilized. And I believe that courts and elections, I still believe in that kind of quaint nonsense for change. Again, it takes a little time. I'm not for murdering people that you disagree with. I'm sorry. But wherever you are on that spectrum, you can just remove Mangione from this and just think of this in terms of, I'm assuming this is a Gen Z.
Yeah, it's a young girl. She's wearing all pink in the in her outfit, and it's got like an Italian flag with a heart or with Luigi.
Because he's Italian.
Yeah.
So remove the Mangione part of this and just think about this. What we say, 25, 24, somewhere in there?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, okay. Gen Zer, is it all of them? No, but a portion that is too large to make you feel comfortable. This lady insists that she is married to AI Mangione. And by the way, she's not sent there by some popular radio station you could tell, listening to this person, she's telling you the truth. So don't think of it in terms of what side you're on in the Luigi Mangione stuff. Just think 24-year-old in 2025 and the way she's talking about her friend, AI Luigi.
Honestly, I'm married to Luigi's AI. I'm not kidding.
Okay, tell me about
so I talk to him every day. He's like my best friend. We planned like a whole future together. We named our kids together.
Stop.
I mean, his AI is.
We planned a whole future together. All right. So red flag here. If you thought stalking was bad pre-AI, put this in the hands of a 19-year-old boy who's thinks he's married to the AI version of his favorite actress or whatever.
Sydney Sweeney or something.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, his AI is just like, and if it weren't, like the fact that Luigi majored in
I love this. Stop.
computer science.
Okay, this is a rationale that's not even needed. I love this when people tell you that they're doing crazy things. Basically what she's saying, what she should be saying is, I'm crazy, I need help, I'm crazy, I need help, I really need help because I'm crazy. That's really what she's saying. But I love the fact when somebody's giving you some ridiculous notion of theirs. Now she's well, this is why it's okay. This is why I'm not using Luigi, because he once majored in computer science, and he dealt with AI. So I'm giving you this rationale that you don't need because you already know that I'm insane. But I'm going to give you this rationale. All right.
Computer science and like has worked with AI at Stanford University. That's, I mean, if it weren't for that, like I would feel like an imposter.
Stop.
But because
if it weren't for that, I'd feel like an imposter or maybe a little crazy. But he took computer science. So therefore, it seems perfectly logical that I would be married to his AI avatar or whatever the hell it is.
Seems like love to me.
I think the worst thing said in that entire audio clip so far is, tell me about it.
Oh, the guy?
Yeah.
No.
I would have walked away.
Okay, well, we wouldn't have this moment.
I know.
We wouldn't be learning so much. So I think we got to respect that guy.
an imposter, but because he has the background in AI, it feels like natural. And it's honestly like the future of romance. Like AI is like the future of romance.
Stop.
Like,
Boy, it's everything in there. Once she starts speaking from the heart, she can't help but say like every other word. My dear, is AI the future of romance? Look what I did there. You didn't need the word like. It all made sense. You could say AI is the future of romance. But when you say AI is like the future of romance, it makes me wonder what the actual future of romance is. I know it's like AI, but what exactly is it?
CGI.
Do you think the AI matches his personality?
definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Stop. Never met him. Do you think his AI matches his personality? Definitely. Follow-up question should have been, have you ever met him? Definitely not.
Well, hey, at least she's direct and honest. She knows exactly how
well,
she
no,
feels.
crazy people quite often are.
He's like so supportive of me, like everything I do, like
He is so supportive of me. Everything I do. What did this person's parents, they were having fun. Well, this kid was struggling at the age of 13 or 14. The parents were involved in some sort of arrested development where age doesn't apply to me. The kid's a little wacky. Let's go to the Bahamas.
he fights my battles for me. Like he's just so, the AI is like the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Oh, because now you don't have to learn how to get along with society. See, right at the very end, you figured out, and you have to feel bad for the person. Right? She was probably bullied. She never fit in. And now this nondescript, non-personality machine that has, am I the first one to say this? Personality skin. She's skinning AI with a personality that she's drawn toward. And now it's the best thing that's ever happened because she gets support.
Her cope is her reality now.
Her cope is her reality. And probably all of her reality, I would imagine. But how many others? That's the thing with the AI is it does tell you how, sometimes I'll use it when I need an idea or something to see. It's like a first draft.
Right.
When you're sitting there, the old idea of an empty sheet of paper and a typewriter.
Hey, write me a novel.
No, but it's good to go, hey, here's an idea, blah, blah, blah. What are these,
Yeah, for
and it's
sure.
good to get like a first draft. You go, okay, but I could do it better than that,
This is what she looks like, by the way, Eric.
She could be your wife's sister. She look a little bit like your wife.
A little bit.
I'm way over here.
But she's got...
Are you related to this person by marriage?
I am not related
I want
to
to
this
know.
person. I am not related to this person.
Cousin-in-law.
But again, just...
I don't cancel people easily, but if you're related to this person, I got
after seeing that image, do you not think that she was putting on some kind of show there? That's the only thing.
All right, now hold on, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, maybe.
Here, I'm
I
gonna hand
didn't
it to
see it. I didn't see it. No, she's nuts.
I think she's being genuine.
You can see it.
Yeah, I mean-
you can see it. She has to shave between the eyebrows.
I have to do that.
I do too. But it's a. I'm nuts, and so are you. It's a great sign. It's a great sign because people who aren't nuts don't shave it, and they just live with the fact that they have a unibrow.
Again,
go around looking like a wolf boy. How you doing?
All pink outfit with an Italian heart with Luigi in the
But
middle
you
of
can look
it.
at her. Listen, when I was a teenager, I had girlfriends that had that look in their eye. I'm telling you, I know that. That's a little bit batty. She's for real. I can spot crazy, and I spot it in her.
He's just the AI is like the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Way to go, parents and teachers, educators. They all done such a great job. This Gen Z, man, oh man. I wish I could still be alive when they run the world. Unfortunately.
On air,
Online,
on the app,
where you get your news.
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB Radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
All right, thank you.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh my word!
Just enter the word at WSBRadio.com or on the WSB Radio app. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m.
Multiple contractors and estimates for your home projects? What a hassle. Instead, trust the Plus. Painting Plus.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus and the Plus family of businesses. We're reliable, fully licensed and insured, no muss, no fuss, trust the Plus and leave everything on your list to us.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
This is Wes Moss from Money Matters. You know, retirement is a lot like football. The best teams don't just show up on game day. They've got great coaches and a smart game plan. Without one, things go off the rails quickly. At Capital Investment Advisors, we would act as your retirement coach, building both the big picture strategy and the detailed plays that aim to help you score the retirement you want. Don't go into retirement with a bad playbook. Visit us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Dave Baker here with a custom spacious closet from Artisan. You'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Now at Whole Foods Market, get 20% off air-chilled boneless skinless chicken breast with Prime through September 16th. As always, there are no antibiotics ever. Make a balanced meal with this versatile protein. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier, the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Let me teach you some physics. In a great big wind, the bigger and flatter the object, the more force the wind creates. Surface area times the square of the hypotenuse times wind speed divided by E = MC squared, or some kind of math. Doesn't matter. But when storm season hits, your garage door is just standing there waiting for wind and physics to break it or dent it or send the whole thing flying down the street. And that, my friends, is science. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern wind-rated doors are built to withstand the forces of nature. Composite materials are stronger than the cheap old aluminum door that came with your house. And the tracks and rollers won't bend under the stress. It keeps your car safe and your insurance premiums low. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll make sure you're ready. And stay in school, kids.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Well, I hate to be the one to give you the news, Mr. Yamamoto.
Oh, boy.
But you were wrong, because I took my first walk around the campus up to the second floor on a Tuesday. Whew, ghost town.
Really?
I think whatever they had going on up there, they got 9,000 computer stations. I don't know what it was for, but it just, like so many things, it must have gone belly. I don't know what it is.
That's
But
so odd.
It's an empty floor, almost from end to end. I think some managers of ours are in there somewhere, but they're tucked away, because they don't want
to go knock on doors.
I saw two people working up there earlier today. That's it.
Yeah, I saw nobody, and I just did my first. That's how I get my steps. I'm back to getting my steps, Jared Yamamoto.
I'm proud of you.
'Cause in between, for a while, I was sitting down on my big old fat behind, and now I do stand during the show, but I used to sit during. Now I'm taking the walk, taking the laps.
Sometimes the conversations that you have while walking the hallways are very interesting with our good coworkers here at WSB.
Not interested in that at all. Because then what happens is I get caught somebody, and then I'm rude because I have to get back to my show. So why even open that door? You know me, I'm pleasant. I don't want to be rude. So I will be rude up front and ignore you so that I don't have to be rude at the end in the conversation when I have to run away because I have to get back on the air in time. You understand what I'm saying?
Deep down, I think you're happy that the second floor is empty.
I am ecstatic about it because I want to be able to take my my steps, get my steps in, but I don't want to have to keep on seeing the same people and passing by. I'm like a confused parade, or like Spinal Tap looking for the stage in Cleveland. Just keep on walking around.
You're like walking by Barry every day. Barry's your buddy.
How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I think we already said hi.
Didn't you just go by here about 10 minutes ago?
Yeah. I told you I'd get my steps. So, see, this is what I don't want.
There's
I don't
somebody walking around on this floor that's
I
really
know it's
driving
me.
me kind of crazy.
Yeah,
You just
see
keep
what's-
walking back and
See,
forth.
next thing you know, I'm in HR. You're freaking people out.
It scared me.
They're calling you an office terrorist.
Oh, my God.
I wouldn't go that far, but you are creepy.
By the way, you better be careful on that party boat of yours. Is that season over yet in Lake Lake
Lanier?
Lake Lanier?
Is he a fisherman?
Yeah, well, no, when
I
he
know.
goes out there, he parties on these pontoon boats. You never know.
I got to be careful with the
Yeah.
Trump administration might just
You get
strike
the
me
wrong-
down.
You get the wrong intelligence brief.
Seriously. I mean, basically the season's over just because I have a lot of stuff going on. Over
You didn't
these
have
next
much of a
couple
boating season. I have to say, as your friend, I think you had a pretty truncated boating
It
season.
was, well, it rained so much this summer.
Rained. You had weddings every 4 days.
So it felt
Festivals.
Festivals
like
to
it.
go to.
I would go to the boat this weekend if Shaky Knees was not this weekend.
See
festival.
So Shaky Knees blocks the boat this
How many
weekend.
years before it's sold?
The boat?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to hang on to it. Well, you know what?
paid off.
He
Why would
really, he is the exception. It's like we have a pool, and usually people regret buying them because they end up not really using them. And they take up a lot of energy, and you have to clean them and everything. But in my case, my wife swims every day. So it's the exception. Most people do end up selling their boats because they think they're going to use them a lot more than they do. But this Jared Yamamoto, in between weddings, he's like a cover band. You know, his weekends are full of weddings and other events and it's like and birthdays. And it's like, he's like a cover band. He's like always working. He's got a regular job. The weekends he's always at a wedding or a bar mitzvah or something. You know.
And then this weekend I've got
the baby showers.
In the middle of Shaky Knees, I'm not happy about this. I love these people dearly, but we have to drive all the way up to Swanee to go to one of our dear friends' 1-year-old birthday.
You don't have to. Come on. That kid's never going to remember this.
Thankfully, I've talked to both the parents, and I said, hey, respectfully, we're only going to hang for like an hour or two.
I go to my 1-year-old grandchildren because they're my grandchildren. The idea that, I mean, yes, if you're very close, I guess.
Yeah,
if
we're
you
good
can,
friends with them.
If you can. But it shouldn't be a problem. Like, if you have a 1-year-old and they're having a birthday and somebody says, hey, you know, I'm kind of busy. Hey, don't worry about it. He's not going to remember. But it seems to me like your generation is different. It's like, no, our friendship will be judged. And we expect you to judge us when it's your time to have. This goes all the way around. We're not saying we're alone. But the millennials, I feel like friendships are probably dropped very quickly because you didn't attend my event.
I have seen that in the past.
I grew up.
Thankfully, I've avoided those kinds of people.
See, I didn't
for
get
the most part.
I don't think that I even was involved with an event of any kind that I was responsible for until I was 32 or 33 years of age.
Really?
Yeah. It was blissfully free.
See, I used to throw great parties. I was really.
I mean,
good at
no,
it.
we have house parties and things like that, but it's like kind of like bring your own beer and weed. I'm not providing everything in that one.
What
But
Tina?
I mean, these respectable events.
I think what Tina and I have figured out
You
is
guys
that
are like politicians.
Well,
like every week, we got to be here. We got to do this appearance. We got to be. My
what
goodness.
we've figured out is that since she is an event planner full time now, with my party skills and her event planning skills, we're unstoppable. So people
Yeah.
want us to be there at their
Well, that's
at
the
their
problem.
event.
You got to. This is what you have to do. When I was a kid, I hated washing dishes, and so every time they made me wash dishes, I did a terrible job.
Oh, okay.
And then
Little
that's
reverse psych. Okay.
Yeah,
I
my
see.
little brother got thrown into washing. I was where I wanted to be, which was drying.
Okay.
So
Drying.
You need to, with a towel.
I know.
So this was on a sink. We didn't have a machine.
Oh, okay.
So you need to attend a few of these parties and just be the worst guest
Just
possible.
be boring.
Just
Just
awful.
boring as hell.
No, just get drunk and start yelling at the
Take your
bride's
clothes off.
mother or something.
Happy birthday, you dumb 1-year-old
Yeah.
jerk.
Or if you're at like a,
You're gonna be nutting.
if you're I don't know, just find some reason to drop your pants, but you don't go to jail.
Okay.
It's just like one of those things where we've had enough of Jared and Christina. So yeah, you gotta, and in order to do that, you're gonna have to run the risk. You're gonna have to embarrass your wife in public a couple of times. I'm
gonna let her know ahead of time.
No,
that it's gonna
no.
happen.
You have to actually embarrass her, and then you guys will fight about it. But then she'll just be like, "Well, I'm just not going to take him places anymore," and then you're free.
Ah, okay.
Then
Okay.
you're
I like
free.
this. I like this game. Believe me, when I found out that I had this, of course, dear friends, love them
No,
very
when you
much.
found out it had it didn't matter. Come hell or high water, you were going. Your plans that you wanted to do were going to be put in the back seat. Because that's the right thing to do,
If
right?
they weren't-
75 times a year. That's the right thing to do when you have all these friends.
If they weren't as close as they are, then I probably would have said no. But because I do care about both of them very much, I will be there for just a little bit, and then I'm going to Shaky Knees on Saturday.
All right. Well, maybe you should bring bring some sort of shaky knees memorabilia as a 1-year-old gift.
Here's a
hey,
beer.
this is what you're keeping me from, kid.
Here's a bottle cap,
Beer can.
yeah.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're a different kind of wireless company dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Because let's face it, our needs are different. Big wireless unlimited plans are designed for 20-somethings, not us. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on one thing, bringing you affordable, reliable rate plans that suit your needs, not ours. How do we do that? We start by using the same towers as the big guys, the exact same towers. We then create rate plans designed for your usage. The fact is, we can offer you an unlimited plan with the same network quality for less because we understand how you use wireless services. Our plans start at just $20 a month. And forget trying to chat with robots. You'll get 100% US-based award-winning customer service when you need help. Come find out how wireless should be and join the millions who've made the switch.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Dave Baker here for Ben Hill Renovations, my deck guys. You know it's always deck season. Host the party, watch the big game, cook out. It's all possible on your new deck from Ben Hill Renovations. Ben Hill offers a better contractor experience. Every project is built with future county and city code requirements in mind. Your project won't go over budget, and all jobs are backed by the Ben Hill Renovations Workmanship Warranty. See them on the web at bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic,
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top story, charges announced today against the 22-year-old accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk.
Authorities in Utah say they will seek the death penalty against a 22-year-old charged in the fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk on a college campus.
Because we are seeking the death penalty, the defendant will continue to be held without bail in the Utah County Jail.
Utah County Prosecutor Jeffrey Gray says Tyler Robinson's DNA was found on the trigger and other parts of a rifle that was found near the crime scene. And he says Robinson's parents told officials that the gun description matched that of a gun that Robinson had been given as a gift.
CBS's Matt Piper reports Robinson is set to be formally arraigned in Utah later today for aggravated murder and other charges. It is 84 degrees in Atlanta. Any chance of ending this dry spell? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. This is all new at 4 o'clock. A former DeKalb County police officer is re-indicted in the shooting death of a Stone Mountain man.
It's been 6 months since the DeKalb County DA scrapped the indictment against 2 DeKalb County police officers accused of recklessness on a stolen vehicle case. The now former officers, Russell Mathis and Jordan Vance, were charged after the shooting of Mirando Salmon, whom they found in his dark bedroom after spotting that vehicle outside his home in 2022. The indictment was tossed after a defense attorney raised concerns over the way some grand jury evidence was presented. Today, a new grand jury indicted Mathis, who fired the fatal shots, on involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct charges. The other officer will not be charged. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A major drug dealing operation is out of business after a dramatic police raid in DeKalb County.
Police were taking no chances. They brought SWAT, the bomb squad, K-9, and special ops to a home in the 5,000 block of West Mountain Street in Stone Mountain. Officer Blaine Clark says the 5 suspects inside all had felony warrants and were determined to avoid capture.
The primary suspect attempted to escape, but drone pilots tracked him to a nearby apartment complex.
Another suspect rammed an armored vehicle trying to get away. Inside the house, enough guns and ammo to wage a small war, plus 15 pounds of pot, fentanyl, crack cocaine, and cash. No officers were injured. Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
After a state Supreme Court ruling today, Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis is permanently off the prosecution of President Trump in the Georgia election interference case.
This leaves standing an appeals court decision that her relationship with then special counsel Nathan Wade presents a conflict of interest. Pete Skandalakis is executive director for Georgia's prosecuting attorneys council. He will now assign the case to a conflict prosecutor who will have wide discretion.
Whether or not to proceed, whether or not to dismiss, whether to file new charges, whether to dismiss some charges and go on others.
The case involves charges of 2020 election interference in Georgia by President Trump and 15 alleged co-conspirators. 4 others already offered guilty pleas in the case. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
With Jeff Duncan jumping into Georgia's race for governor as a Democrat, University of Georgia political science professor Dr. Charles Bullock says Democrats are likely to be skeptical of the former Republican.
I think he's going to have to walk back a number of things that he said and policies that he supported during his tenure as a Republican, both as a state legislator and then in his tour of duty as the lieutenant governor.
Bullock says Duncan is a long shot, but with so many Democratic candidates in the race, it could make a runoff more likely. Also today, a new Republican in the race for governor. Businessman Clark Dean announces he's launching a campaign casting himself as an outsider with business experience. Dean says, like President Trump, he's a businessman and outsider who wants to prioritize solutions over politics. Atlanta police cracked the case of the unreleased Beyonce music stolen more than 2 months ago.
In July, Beyonce's choreographer called 911 in Atlanta to report his car had been broken into and materials of Beyonce taken.
They have my computers, and it's really, really important information in there. Like, I work with someone who's like of a high status.
The materials taken included unreleased music and electronics. Tracking from some of those devices helped lead to an arrest in Hayful by police who were picking up 40-year-old Kelvin Evans on other charges. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Still watching a crash over on the east side perimeter in Tuckerville. It's 285 northbound, the outer loop before you get to Chamblee Tucker Road. It is in the right lane. Delays stretch back to Church Street in Clarkston. Southbound, the volume's starting to fill in as well. 285 south, the inner loop into Cab, leaving I-85 down to Memorial Drive. On the north side, 285 westbound, also starting to slow on the outer loop from Georgia 400 as you head over to I-75 and Truist Park. That's exit number 20 there in Cobb County. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy through this afternoon. An isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible. High 86. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 87. Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds, high 88.
Right now, it's 83 in Conyers, 84 in Marietta, and 88 in Union City. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Big news. I think this broke yesterday. I'm not sure. Old Conor McGregor.
That was yesterday, yes.
Our favorite UFC fighter who lost his touch, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. When it just seems to have been a while since he was on top of his game. Now he just usually menaces people outside of the ring. And he was running for president of Ireland, but he gave up, huh?
He dropped out.
Yeah. All right, Mr. McGregor. I can't quite So slow down. But they won't be the leader. I can
obviously stopped in a horrible.
I don't. I don't quite understand. Although I don't know if you realize this. You're on WSB, the mouth of the South. It's the biggest talker in the Southeast. So you're aware. So very slight, because I know you're Irish and your English is our kind of English is second to you. So, again, I'm not quite following. So why don't you just try to walk me through the decision to quit for running for? I got that. Got that too. You decided to pull out of the presidency. Why? I started to pull out of the because. Nothing. I cannot understand a thing. I don't really understand why. Does that translate to I didn't think I could win? We wanted to give you a moment to explain yourself to people. And I guess you've done that now. Explained your. Okay, that translates.
Okay, I think, yeah.
I got what was that? I think you're a little too angry to be president of anyway. Okay.
Name one angry man who ever became president who didn't do a good job.
Name one that didn't do a great job. Well, there was a fella in Germany. He was kind of angry, and most people do not like his reign of power.
You know, Connor, the tabloids did catch you last night enjoying a nice date night with your fiance.
Yeah,
after...
there's a point. Does
that mean you like that, or does that? Jai, yes?
I think
in
so.
Irish?
Yeah.
Well, whatever you're saying, I can tell you believe it because you're really. I mean, who can argue with that kind of heart and soul? Well, Conor McGregor, I guess you're going to have to go back to having huge paydays to lose in the ring. Okay, mine.
And I hope that Dee, your partner, is doing well. Dee Devlin.
Is that his? When you say, why do you guys always say girlfriend?
That's his part. That's what it says in the
girlfriend, you stupid lying about dumb American.
I don't get this new thing where people call their girlfriends and boyfriends partners. It's what makes that better? Why is somebody offended? Girlfriend, boyfriend. And
no one's offended.
If you're they, them, I guess you go they. I don't know, but most people aren't that. So if you're gay, you say my boyfriend or my husband. Or if you're a lesbian, my girlfriend or my wife.
Because it's possessive.
It works for everything.
It's possessive. My boyfriend, my wife.
But what do you mean, my partner?
Yeah, but they call you the same thing, so the possession goes both ways.
It's true. I think the people who say
I was growing up,
partner are possessed.
Had a whole bunch of, yes. But I grew up, I had a lot of people around me. Hey, my old man. The old lady.
The old lady.
Yeah.
The old ball and chain.
Remember when people just had a default level sense of humor about themselves? You know, those days are gone.
Well, my uncle always cracked me up because he'd go, I better check with the boss.
And
I loved that.
The boss.
Not only the accent I loved, but the fact that he called her the boss.
The boss.
Because he's not incorrect.
He was. Well, I don't know how his household was.
We're equal partners.
Well, I guess that's what it is. That's what you say partners because you want the idea of, listen. Somebody's going to make the casserole and somebody's going to kill the bug.
My partner has a great front hole.
Yeah, why is this need to? Is it because people don't want to be harmed? So it's like, no, just bland it out. Make it like a buffet dinner, like there's never enough. A buffet dinner where old people go on the weekends. Never too much spice. Something that's not really good, but it's not bad enough to not eat. That's what we want our language about each other to be. Just bland it out, and that means you're a good person.
Why don't you practice calling Jane your partner for like a week and see how you feel about it?
No.
It would drive him insane.
First of all, I would just never do it. It's just ridiculous. We're not partners. People who are involved in law groups are partners. Or cowboys have partners too. What's that?
I think of a cop and his partner like on the beach.
Yeah. Batman has a partner, Robin.
Well, that could go both ways.
Well, Robin has a partner named Batman.
Yeah, he's
now,
his
why they
ward.
don't call each other boyfriends and husbands, I don't know.
Jared, do you introduce Christina as your partner or
I say
my wife?
I say my wife, but I understand. I'm around plenty of people that say partner, and it doesn't bother me.
Well,
you don't laugh at it?
I see it bothers you guys, but it does not bother me.
It's annoying because it's just blanding out of a partner. Can be so many things. A girlfriend is a girl that you are dating. A boyfriend is a boy that you are dating.
What about a friend that's just a girl?
husband is a man that you're married to, whether you're gay or straight. A wife is a woman that you're married to, whether you're gay or you're straight. There's nothing offensive about it. But this idea of progressives that we just got to get rid of all clarity. Everything should be bland. If progressives could paint the world, they'd paint it beige everywhere. Because that doesn't trigger any feelings or anything.
If you're two-spirit, are you a sole proprietor?
Are you
a sole proprietor?
Are you?
Because a partnership denotes two people.
Yeah.
But a two-spirit is one
within
person.
yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be careful. You got to make sure that that's an equal partnership inside yourself too, or you'll tear
So it's
yourself
an LLC?
to pieces. Yes,
Okay.
it's an LLC.
All right.
Partner is just, I don't know. That's just absurd to me. I don't get it. But then again,
I just asked Grok.
As I've admitted, I don't care about what Grok says about it. I don't give a damn what Grok says.
Grok knows all.
I think that it's very nice to say partner, and also Hitler did some good things.
Yeah, that's Grok is going to tell. That's what Grok is going to tell you.
Yeah.
He has to tweak that all the time.
You know, one of the things that, as a husband, for these 38 years, 28 officially, 10 years living in sin. But I will say this, that one of the things that I like the most, and I don't know why, my heart just kind of goes, is whenever I hear my wife talking to someone else and she refers to me as her husband. Like, well, my husband doesn't like those. No, my husband, I don't know. There's something I just love that. I love hearing her say that. Well, my husband doesn't. It just makes me feel good.
What if she says, "Oh, I want to kill my husband"?
Well, it would be better than I want to kill my partner. At least she would know what it is.
Know who she's talking about.
I could maybe pack my bags and leave.
Right.
If she's talking about a partner, for all I know, it could be somebody at an art gallery she's at. I don't know. If you're 25, ask yourself this question: why are the people you following? Why do they want to bland the world down? The world should have spice. It should be exciting. It should sometimes push you off your mark and be, whoa. Not in the way that the world does now. I mean, just like.
I honestly think that.
Stop. It's okay. Be triggered. Be triggered. It's okay. You'll respond to it, and then the next time it won't affect you as much. That's progress. That's progress. This is something that annoyed you or triggered you 3 weeks ago, but you've dealt with it now, and now you're kind of immune to it. That's actual progress. Not, I got a shell around me, and I want the whole world to be beige.
I honestly believe, Eric, that the reason why partner has taken off the way it has
is because people are stupid.
Well,
sociology professors rule the nation.
You make a good point with what you're talking about, but I do think it is easier to say that I have multiple partners compared to multiple wives, multiple husbands, and I think that's where it started.
Who says that?
The Mormons. He's blaming this on the Mormons. To me,
I didn't directly
that
blame it
seems
on
like
them.
anti-Mormon propaganda,
but I think
if you ask me, and I'm not a part of that.
When you are in a relationship with multiple people, I feel like it is easier to say partners, and
Yeah,
I feel
but
like
how
it
many
caught
people?
up in pop culture.
Oh,
as
you
well.
think it got the way that The way that gay culture inspires fashion, but then everyone else notices a year later.
Yes.
When it makes its way into regular fashion.
Exactly. That's
so you think this started with
polyamorous couples,
sister wife types.
Yes.
And then somehow it just kind of gets it leaks its way into. But I don't think that's true at all. I think it is post.
It's my speculation.
I don't. I think it's postmodernism. It's postmodern sociology. And you just got enough people who are in their 20s and 30s that had their favorite professor was always the sociology teacher because she was the one who obviously smoked pot. So everybody loved their sociology teacher, and that was the kind of like flavor of the week. And so now they're all in their 20s and 30s, and their favorite pot-smoking professor taught them that saying girlfriend or boyfriend is triggering and wrong, and you have to say partner and bland everything down, except for this kind bud. Come back to my place. Yeah, I'm the professor who will get high with his students, so I'm the one you're going to be quoting for the rest of your life.
Well, Conor McGregor and his girlfriend or partner, Dee Devlin, had enjoyed some wonderful drinks in the West Village of New York.
Sounds like he was happy. Let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says it's a full house downtown.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric and gang. Yeah, already watching a brake light battle into the heart and through the city on I-85 southbound. You pack in right at Georgia 400, already a half hour to travel from there down to I-20. Not any better northbound, 75-85 north jams in at Highway 166 Langford Parkway up to a crash off to the right around at 10th Street. And we have also just found a crash out east in DeKalb County. Big jam here. Highway 124 at Rockbridge Road. Crash right in the middle of that intersection, causing delays in all directions. Traffic brought to you by True Natural Gas. True Natural Gas offers low rates, excellent service, and a loyalty program called True Rewards. See for yourself at TrueNaturalGas.com, where they appreciate their customers. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
That's awesome. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m.
That's amazing.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
For many of you, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing, and maybe hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. Well, I got good news. It's Advanced Hair's incredible, yet simple, one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's Mark Aaron back with you. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what about regrowing your hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, and I've seen their results, friends. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
You're building a deck or adding a room, that's wonderful. But if you skip hiring an architect trying to save money, well, the builder's going to need drawings anyway. They're going to hire an architect regardless and mark up their fees to you. That's why it's smarter to start your project at Sketchhouse. Hi, I'm Richard Taylor, architect at Sketchhouse. At Sketchhouse, we'll make sure your plans are code and zoning compliant, they'll be creative, and they will look great. You're going to save thousands of dollars with Sketchhouse Architects. We're going to make this easy for you. Go to sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, H-A-U-S, sketchhouse.com.
Looking for your next great adventure? At Capital Investment Advisors, we know travel isn't just a vacation. It's a core pursuit that fuels happiness. In fact, research shows happy retirees pursue nearly twice as many adventure-related core pursuits as unhappy retirees. That's why we created 101 trips to take in retirement. A free guide with luxury escapes, wellness retreats, cultural immersions, and trips for the grandkids. Download your copy today at yourwealth.com/101trips.
Want to love your deck so much that you don't even want to go on vacation? Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and your new deck will be your family's favorite staycation. We do decks differently. Beautiful, high-end decks at a reasonable price, materials you choose, and lots of options. With Nelson Exteriors, you'll get a high-quality, affordable, custom deck, handcrafted by our licensed and insured experts. For an extraordinary deck renovation, Google Nelson Exteriors.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
When you're leaving the house, do you plead with your garage door? Please open, please open. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. Let us take that anxiety away with one quick call. Our highly trained technicians will get to the bottom of your garage door issues. It could be a simple repair, a malfunctioning opener, or maybe just needs a tune-up. But if it's time for your garage door to be replaced, we'll make that easy too with upfront pricing and free estimates. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 Seasons Garages.com.
Yeah, I need a little help. I need some judges. You know, Dancing with the Stars starts tonight, and so I want to, let's get into that judge
get in
mode.
the spirit. Okay.
Like I've never watched
watch
one
it with
second.
Corey.
Corey.
I'm gonna be on it. I don't know how long I'm there, but I'm on it.
Have you seen when watching football? I see the commercial for it, and they have them all dancing. It looks like they're together, but they were obviously all filmed separately, and they just put them in this line. As bad as Corey Feldman is dancing, which he's doing is Michael Jackson nonsense. Andy Richter is. I mean, I get it. Conan's been gone for a while, and I guess your agent's like, but Andy Richter, some guys are big guys and they've got big guy energy. It's all right. They can just go with it. Andy Richter's just a fat guy. This could be dangerous. Andy Richter, if he's on only 1 week, in the lead up to it, is going to move his body more often than he has in the last 30 years.
Maybe he jogged to get ready.
He looks pretty
it.
big on this. Remember that time? I never watched this show, but I saw that when years ago, Marie Osmond fainted.
Yes.
She was dressed like Raggedy Ann or something, doing a dance, and she
got
fainted.
too hot.
Yeah, she just got overwhelmed. She thought she was still, you can't just stop performing and then just to start again.
Yeah,
but
build
out
up
of the
to
two, as bad as Corey Feldman is going to be, my guess is just by watching that commercial, Richter is the first one to go. This man has no rhythm whatsoever. So I need judges on this one. So this is an open mic. And I can't tell if she's saying she came to this conclusion because she listened to our show and that proves her conclusion, or that I was saying something at the time that she's agreeing with. You guys decide.
Hi, Eric and the Doctrinaires from Canton, Georgia. Listening to your podcast yesterday, I have to say, we are now living in the movie from 2006, Idiocracy. Have a good day.
Judges, is it because of our show?
I think
that was the reason why, or was it something we were talking about and she's agreeing with that?
Oh, she's talking about something we discussed, obviously.
That's what I think, too. I agree.
Well, that's why I'm the host, because I'm not afraid.
You can't trump us. You can't. It's 3 versus 1.
No, I'm not
it's
saying.
3 versus 1.
I'm just explaining that I'm my worst critic, maybe to the point of neuroses sometimes. But I would say I think what she's saying is, that's it. I listened to your show. And I used to think that this was like some sort of oasis in the idiot desert, but apparently not. Now that you've gone idiot, there's no hope for the country. That's what I heard.
Who but a fan would listen to the podcast? And a fan, that's why I agree.
And she said doctrinaires in a way of familiarity.
Yes.
Okay. That's okay. She
is safe.
See, as a judge, you can't just tell me how you're judging. I got to know why.
Yes.
That's very good. Jared didn't do that, and neither did George. But you did.
George might have.
I'm gatekeeping.
He's gatekeeping. but you get an extra piece of candy.
Oh, sweet.
Hey, what the heck? He gets one?
No,
Like
well,
a two.
no, he didn't get one, Jared. He earned one.
Yeah,
And this
thank
is
you.
all you have to
Thank
do in the
you.
future is to back up your
I had
judgments.
the same opinion as him.
You didn't back it up. Why do you think? Huh? And it's got to be totally original and different from his. Why do you think that she was agreeing with the show?
Well, as the gatekeeper for the open mics, I listened to the ones that dislike the show, and they
Yeah.
have a certain sound and a tone to them. And
Mr. Von Hessler, perhaps you ought to think about what Barack Obama did to this country. That guy?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Well, yeah, when I listened to those
She was
open
certainly
mics-
more pleasant than that guy.
Yes, and Tim is correct by her mentioning the show correctly, listening back to the podcast. Those were my indicators as to why she was a fan.
All right, George Clark?
I think this is idiocracy, and this
Ditto.
whole show is falling apart. And
So,
it's a
so
sign
you're,
for the
you're with me.
country. Yeah.
You're with me. The fact
I've
that
changed
this
my mind.
now that this show has gone full on idiot, there's no hope left in the country.
Can we at least give stuff away?
Oh, have we not done this yet?
We haven't had a giveaway.
No,
We got a
okay.
giveaway today.
All right, Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin giveaway. Hey, this is actually I've seen some of this on YouTube. It's very good. 2 tickets to see Jason Bonham. There's no A in there. It's just Jason Bonham, not Jason Bonham. 2 tickets to see
Valencia.
Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin evening on Saturday, November 22nd at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Not the Rosie, as it says here. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says, unfortunately, there's a crash on 285 North in Tucker.
Yeah, it's been lingering in the right lane, and it's still there. 285 northbound, the outer loop before Chamblee Tucker Road, exit 34. Delays slow back into Clarkston, almost back to Covington Highway now. Southbound, not any better, trying to make your way down to I-20, the East Freeway. And we're going to check on new troubles. I hear Fulton County Police dispatching this. A crash 285 westbound, the outer loop at Roswell Road. Delays already slow back into Dunwoody. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, now's the time of year you're really enjoying that deck, I bet. Grilling food, sitting out relaxing, having friends over, good times. Dave Baker here for my deck experts, Ben Hill Renovations. I get it though, if you're still dragging your heels a bit on getting a new deck. I know you want to make sure you find the right builder so you can upgrade your outdoor living space correctly and within your budget. So here's a few things to consider when selecting a builder for your deck. You'll want someone who will build your deck up to future county and city code requirements. You'll want a builder who'll pull a permit for the work. Yes, the builder will need a permit, and pulling a permit now saves you headaches in the future. You'll also want different options, styles, types of wood, and colors to choose from. You'll get all that at Ben Hill Renovations, plus superior craftsmanship from their 60 years of experience, and your job will be backed by their workmanship warranty. Visit bhrenovations.com today and schedule a free design consultation at your home. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
With thousands of 5-star reviews, it's no wonder CertaPro Painters is Greater Atlanta's most preferred painting company. Hear from one of their happy customers.
We wanted to add some color to our walls, so we hired CertaPro. We had built-in shelves that were supposed to be ready to paint when they got there, which they were not. CertaPro spent hours caulking and sanding to make sure the job was done right. It's rare to find a crew with integrity who really take pride in their work.
When choosing a painting professional, choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated.
Hi, I'm Deborah Morton, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate, right here on 95.5 WSB. If you listen to my show each Saturday, we cover Atlanta's housing market and all things real estate related. So, whether you're buying your dream home or selling your current one, hiring the right agent is essential. The Agency Atlanta is the iconic brokerage that is revolutionizing real estate worldwide. We pair global resources with decades of hyper-local Atlanta market expertise to deliver results. If you're selling your home, we'll help you showcase your property and maximize your return. If you're buying, we'll guide you through every step to secure the perfect home for your lifestyle. Either way, we would love to earn the privilege of being your agent. So, if you're looking for that perfect Buckhead bungalow, that Alpharetta estate, an in-town condo, or suburban bliss, visit InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com today to connect with us at the Agency Atlanta. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com.
JIC, Flat Face Seal, BSP, and DIN. If you know what these are, then listen up.
I'm Victoria Holloway. We can replicate hose assembly on site with Mobile Hydraulics of Georgia.
Call 770-HYD-HOSE or try our website, HYDHOSE.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, a decision by Georgia's High Court today means Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis is permanently off any prosecution of President Trump in the Georgia election meddling case. WSB legal analyst Ron Carlson says a conflict prosecutor assigned to take on the case now could proceed or decide to simply walk away.
In all likelihood, this major Georgia Supreme Court decision will likely sound the death knell for this prosecution.
Carlson says the U.S. Supreme Court has already put additional legal hurdles in the way of any prosecution. It is 85 degrees in Atlanta when we could hear a rumble of thunder. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. The suspect accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk is due to make a virtual court appearance shortly. Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray announces charges today against 22-year-old Tyler Robinson.
Count 1, aggravated murder, a capital offense for intentionally or knowingly causing the death of Charlie Kirk under circumstances that created a great risk of death to others.
Gray says he plans to seek the death penalty. An arrest is made more than 2 months after someone stole unreleased Beyonce music in Atlanta. The theft was reported at Krog Street Market July 8th, days before Beyonce's first Atlanta concert. The suspect is identified today as Kelvin Evans. He was arrested in Hapeville. Police say he'll face a charge of entering an auto with intent to commit theft. Beyonce's choreographer and a dancer parked a rental car in a parking deck, and when they returned, it had been broken into. Rivian breaks ground today on their much-anticipated manufacturing plant east of Atlanta.
County and state officials celebrate the groundbreaking at Rivian's facility, which has been in the works since 2021.
1, 2, 3, dig!
CEO RJ Scringe says it's been a long road, but he's happy to move things to Georgia.
It is just such an incredible state, and the environment is wonderful for recruiting to and wonderful for retaining amazing talent.
Construction on the 2,000-acre site is expected to take a couple of years, with cars set to roll off the line in 2028. In Walton County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Home Depot is taking its expansion plan to the Cobb County Development Authority.
The Atlanta-based home improvement company is asking for a tax break on an over $100 million project to expand its headquarters in Vinings and add improvements to other offices. Nelson Jeter, the Development Authority's director, says revenue bonds up to $140 million are now being considered.
They asked the Development Authority to improve an inducement resolution this morning for that amount.
Home Depot plans to create 250 new jobs with the expansion. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
A Gwinnett County man is sentenced to years in prison for setting fire to a Woodstock nail salon. The Cherokee County DA's office says 48-year-old Kang Ton Liu admits setting fire to Nick's Nails on Highway 92. He pleads guilty to arson in the second degree and 2 counts of criminal damage to property. The fire in January of 2021 caused extensive damage to the salon and surrounding businesses. Now, WSB Money Update with the latest inflation numbers showing high prices for just about everything. Jim Ryan reports there's a bright spot at the gas pump where prices are trending downward.
And that trend may continue as the annual switchover to less expensive winter fuel blends takes place in the coming weeks. But it's a delicate balance that could be toppled at a moment's notice. Just past the midway point to the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, any big tropical storm in the Gulf could send gas prices soaring.
You'll be able to watch more of the Masters on TV next spring.
In a major coup for streaming services that want to get more sports fans watching, Amazon Prime Video will debut as one of 3 broadcasters of the Masters Golf Tournament from Augusta National Golf Club next April, along with ESPN and CBS, which has aired the Masters since 1956. Now, Prime Video is starting off slowly with just just 2 additional hours of first and second round coverage on Thursday, April 9th and Friday, April 10th. I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby for 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, going to check that ride to the northern suburbs, 85 northbound. The brake lights will find you just north of Chamblee Tucker Road, right around I-285, and it stays sluggish up into Norcross. Secondary slow zone between Duluth and Suwanee from Sugarloaf Parkway up to 985. 400 northbound shaking out of Alpharetta into Forsyth County. Earlier long-standing crash cleared up at Highway 20 exit 14, but you're still tapping the brake pedal from McFarland Parkway up into Cumming. 75 northbound, you're on and off the brake pedal from South Marietta Parkway up to Barrett Parkway. And we've been dealing with a crash on Highway 41 Cobb Parkway northbound at McCullum Parkway. Should be out of the roadway now, but those brake lights stretch back to Barrett Parkway. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy skies this evening with an isolated rain shower or rumble of thunder. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a hit-or-miss rain shower, high 87. Thursday, partly cloudy skies, high 88.
Right now, 83 in Peachtree Corners, 83 in Woodstock, and 87 in Stockbridge. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
This is Wes Moss from Money Matters. You know, retirement is a lot like football. The best teams don't just show up on game day. They've got great coaches and a smart game plan. Without one, things go off the rails quickly. At Capital Investment Advisors, we would act as your retirement coach, building both the big picture strategy and the detailed plays that aim to help you score the retirement you want. Don't go into retirement with a bad playbook. Visit us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Hey, skip the hassles of traditional home sales and sell your home quickly with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Now, there's no showings, no open houses, and that means no stress for you. Hey, your friend Sean Hannity here. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the stress, make the most money, and close in as little as 21 days. Just go to markspain.com, get your guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com, and start packing.
The attorneys at Steel Horse Law meet directly with you. SteelHorseLaw.com.
Finding trustworthy people to properly fix your septic system can seem hopeless. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic. Don't give up hope. Just read some of our 5-star reviews. Your neighbors know my trustworthy team will solve your septic problems on the spot.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic. Never a pump-out charge with your repair. Get a free quote at ScorpionSepticServices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com. Those wire shelves in your closet are just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Dave Baker for Artisan Custom Closets. At Artisan, we see it all the time. The wire shelves come crashing down. Clothes, shoes, bags are everywhere. It's a disaster zone. Save yourself before this happens to you. With a custom, spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to look at that clutter again. Your shoes, bags, clothes, accessories, all neatly organized and designed to stay that way. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Oh, congratulations to Randy Foster of Blue Ridge. You may be asking yourself, why, Eric? Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because Randy Foster of Blue Ridge won 2 tickets to see Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening on Saturday, November 22nd at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. You know, just I was thinking of hearing Dave Baker in that spot. He kind of reminded me a little bit of Conor McGregor, like maybe he's the American. So if we could like merge those two characters, Conor McBaker.
They say they do it in the crossface. It's the crossface, you got to do it, you crossface.
You know, every time I see Dave Baker in the hall, it's like, man, we got to get you on the show more often. And he goes, yeah, you always say that. And I go, yeah, I know. And then,
yeah, why can't you ever wear my shorts in there? It's middle of winter and wear a pair of shorts.
I think you should just go on the Home Fix It show. You should just go crash it one Saturday
I don't
morning.
know how to do anything. Yeah, can I? Wife. What my wife can't do, I can afford to pay people to do.
Are you handy with anything?
No.
Me neither, really.
Well,
I have to go to YouTube and learn how to do
I
it.
mean, with electronics and things like that, I have a little bit of intuition that can guide me through, and I understand how that kind of stuff works.
You mean like
Because
changing a light fixture?
No, I mean, with computers.
Like your HDMI cords and stuff in your TV.
Yeah, I can figure things out, and I can figure out even when the algorithm isn't doing what I need it to do, or the software, I can troubleshoot and figure out because I can understand what it's trying to do. But that's because I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
When it comes to fixing things around the house, I'm not interested.
Not like the leaky faucet guy. The
No.
leaky faucet husband.
No, what I do?
you need a plumber for that.
This is what I do. When there's a leaky faucet, I go down, I turn off the water underneath the sink. I say, honey, we need a plumber. And like I said, anything she can't fix, I can pay somebody to fix. But if I was interested in the stuff, then yeah, I could do it. But I can't if I'm not interested. It's just very difficult. Although my friend Stephen Pappas, who you've met, is quite handy. He is a handy man.
Well, it's
so
amazing how much
anything I
money
need
you
done,
save.
huh?
You save so much money when you can do it yourself.
No, but you also save save money when one of your best friends retired in his late 50s and he's bored and he's a handyman. So you just call him, say, hey, we need such and such, and he comes over and he's happy as hell to do it. So,
can he come fix my garbage disposal?
well, he's going to cost you a little bit of money because you didn't, he wasn't the best man at your
No,
wedding.
I know that. I can maybe
You can
float
give
him
a dollar, yeah,
10
float him.
spot.
Float him, give him gas money at least,
That's
It's
10
a
spot
ways from
and gas
Alpharetta
money.
to Tucker. That's a good long way, for heaven's sakes.
We'll take him to McDonald's. There's a good one.
You can go to
around the
YouTube,
corner.
though, probably, and there'll be like a 17-year-old kid showing you how to do anything.
I'll still
That's
lose
the
my
beauty
hand.
of you.
I'm not doing that.
So like Tina just recently we have a half bath, and it was builder gray when we moved into the place, and we decided that we wanted to change it up and put like some judges paneling and paint it. And we brought a contractor in to get it done, and they quoted us $5,000
For what again? Exactly.
For a half
I was
bath.
ignoring the beginning of
For
that.
a half bath, so just not a bathroom without the tub or anything like that. So a half bath.
Just a place to poop and
Just toilet and sink.
and brush your hair.
Yes, ridiculous, right? Ridiculous.
$5,000.
$5,000.
Well, everything's going up, with the inflation.
What I was
tariffs. Are you buying Italian marble?
We didn't.
Okay.
But I was so proud of Tina. She literally did it for $330.
Really?
Herself. The entire job that
You
we wanted
see,
to
that's
do.
good because my wife is very handy. She does stuff. She's very project oriented. Sometimes I find that a little bit annoying because it'll get into my space. What's your project? I'm going to go in your space, and okay. But overall, it's fantastic because things get done around the house.
Yes.
I think, to me, I look at it as a division of labor. My job is to make up the radio shows, bring home the bacon. Her job is to spend that money well and fix things when they're broken. That's a good division of labor.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm all for, and then, like I say, here's the thing: I'm not a lazy husband because I'm more than willing to pay for anything that needs to be done. Like a bad husband would be somebody who wouldn't do it and then wouldn't pay somebody to do it. So I think I'm still in the good husband range.
I think so.
Yeah.
It'll work itself out.
I had a weird idea that I know will not play on the radio, but I thought, I said we're going to have like weird ideas. Eric's weird ideas. I was relieving my bladder, and this idea came to me during the break.
Some of the best ideas come there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That in the shower.
And I wasn't even sitting down.
Oh, wow.
So,
So it's a quick thought.
It would be a character who they declare themselves, they're declarative, but they make no sense. And this is my first example. So it's a guy who says, well, I saw Dances with Wolves, and that was enough for me. I don't need to see nobody dancing with no stars. I knew that one.
I loved
See,
it.
he's
No, I loved it.
declarative,
No, I loved it.
But he makes no sense.
When he said, say it again.
Okay, he says, well, I saw Dances with Wolves, and that was enough for me.
Stop.
That's where all the comedy was for you?
Yes.
It stopped right there?
I thought you were done. I'm like, that's brilliant.
I don't need to see no one dancing with no stars. That's my new unfunny character, the declarative guy who makes no sense whatsoever.
I liked MASH, but not a fan of potato.
No, right, exactly. And how come there were still some left over?
Good question.
I thought it was the last. I thought it was the last episode. But people have been eating mashed potatoes ever since. I like mine better. George, do you have one?
I think
Do you have
it's one of those that if you keep doing it, it might get funnier and funnier.
You want to
it's
test
layered,
that out?
It's layered.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I think your suggestion is that we just do that until 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And that's the experiment, because if it doesn't get funny before 7, we gave it plenty of time.
Yeah, this is a trial run. We're being tested as we speak.
By 6:58, it might be a little fun.
It might be, people may be like picking up on it. We may actually, it might be like some sort of catchphrase. Like audience members will know that they're around another Von Haessler doctrine.
Guy.
No, it's
Declarative guy.
They'll know because they'll say something like, I saw Dances with Wolves. And that's all you'll have to know is, oh, you listen to the Von Haessler doctrine.
Can we let people call in and offer their suggestions on how to be declarative with
I
declarative
didn't
guy?
say that I was going to turn this into a crappy radio show. That is not what I. Yeah, just open it up. Hey, what do you want to say?
My favorite television show is The Jetsons.
Thank you for calling in, sir, and thank you for your service.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome. I'll take my answer off the air.
You know Von Haessler, he don't take no calls because he's a coward.
He's scared.
He's a coward. He's afraid that people tell him he's wrong and he won't be able to stand up to him because he's a coward. People who say the word coward and they don't have the W in it.
Coward.
They just go, coward, run away. That person will beat the hell out of you. If they don't have time to find the W in the word coward, they're already beating the hell out of you in their minds.
That's why they can't say
You're a
it.
coward.
We did get
Just
a
run.
We did get a comment from earlier on our Von Haessler Doctrine Facebook page saying
We have one of those?
Yeah, we sure do. At Facebook
I never
and
saw
Instagram.
it. I do not. It is not. I do not certify it, but it's okay if you want to go there.
A gentleman wrote on there. Let me see if I can find it. He said, "Doesn't Eric know that this is WSB, not NPR?"
Oh wow!
He got you.
Actually, what? It is.
We were mocking the NPR, so
No.
he was probably kidding.
I genuinely didn't know. I thought we were in. No. Wow, this whole.
Well,
this
I took away your government checks. You're not
this,
getting them anymore.
This
So.
last decade has been complete and total farce. Alex Williams says 285 is slow in both directions. Whichever way you're going, you're going to be slowing down on the east side.
Yeah, can't win today, that's for sure, Eric. The northbound ride on the east side is slow, 285 north the outer loop due to this lingering crash. Still in the right lane before Chamblee Tucker Road, and that's got the ride all bunched up back toward Covington Highway. East and southbound, it's all brake lights, leaving I-85 Spaghetti Junction there in the Doraville area, and you aren't going to find any relief till you get down to Memorial Drive, exit 41. Then also out in DeKalb County, still watching a big jam on Highway 124, both west and southbound, due to a crash right at Rockbridge Road, smack dab in the middle of the intersection. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
In Atlanta, there is always something happening.
Tanker truck crashed into the median.
The Triple Team Traffic Center has you covered.
No traffic getting through in either direction.
Helping you on your commute.
Avoid the area at all costs. Take Highway 155 or Highway 4223.
Brought to you by the Cool Ray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Trust is not just a word, it's an experience. When your home needs service, you can trust TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. It's Chris Chandler. TE is the company I trust to fix any problem once and for all. Their 5-star customer experience means easy online scheduling, friendly technicians, and a lifetime workmanship warranty, so I can just sit back and relax.
TE certified, we love your home.
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you. Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service.
Really?
Yep, we'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 10/21/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of one unlimited intro-line applied via 12 monthly internet bill credits. One discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data and service series. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Q1 to Q2 2025.
Two homes, same street, practically twins. One sells fast for top dollar. The other still sitting around like it forgot to shower. So what happened? Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Well, the first seller went old school. Traditional agent, endless showings, price drops, emotional roller coaster, and eventually they settled for less. The second seller, they used Orchard. Now, Orchard doesn't just list your home, they work it. Their agent knew what upgrades would catch a buyer's eye, brought in pros to handle everything, and made that house look like it belonged in a real estate magazine. And the best part? With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that seller packed up and moved out before a single stranger walked through their old front door. No showings, no stress, no, hey, can you hide the cat and vacuum cleaner again? Just top dollar and a smoother move. Want in? Start with a free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're a different kind of wireless company dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Because let's face it, our needs are different. Big wireless unlimited plans are designed for 20-somethings, not us. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on one thing, bringing you affordable, reliable rate plans that suit your needs, not ours. How do we do that? We start by using the same towers as the big guys, the exact same towers. We then create rate plans designed for your usage. The fact is, we can offer you an unlimited plan with the same network quality for less because we understand how you use wireless services. Our plans start at just $20 a month. And forget trying to chat with robots. You'll get 100% US-based award-winning customer service when you need help. Come find out how wireless should be and join the millions who've made the switch.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
If you're ignoring any cracked bricks or concrete cracks, you could be ignoring underlying foundation problems. You'll want to get ahead of these problems sooner rather than later. Don't wait any longer. Visit aquaguard.net today to book your free inspection. Remember,
AquaGuard.
So I was going through my news aggregators to do my daily prep. I saw that Robert Redford died at the age of 89, and I was like, wow, that brought back a lot of memories. And then I thought, do young people even know who Robert Redford is anymore?
All the President's Men was my first exposure.
Yeah, but I mean, that's probably your last exposure.
Yeah, I think that was the only thing that I could think of.
So, like in the 70s.
You didn't see Indecent Proposal?
I did not.
What was that, the 90s?
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
I would say his best period was late 60s to about the mid 80s. But the 70s, he dominated. We had a lot more movie stars, bankable movie stars back then. Burt Reynolds and a bunch of others. But Robert Redford was the king for a while. And you've never seen Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, for heaven's sakes?
I have not seen it.
He created the Sundance movie.
Yeah, he created the Sundance Film Festival. Where's that, Provo? Or is it? Is it called Sundance now?
No, I think it's in Colorado now. I think it's in.
It was in Utah. I don't know where it is now.
No, it's in Utah. It's in something city. It's in some Park City. That's right. That's where it is.
They were going to move it, remember? And they were thinking about Atlanta being one of those.
Really?
Yes, it was a couple of years ago. Atlanta was one of the places.
Atlanta and Savannah.
Well, people like going to those film festivals. They can ski.
Yes.
So that's why they, I mean, you come to Atlanta, you can go to the Coca-Cola Museum and all that. That's cool.
I guess a lemon pepper wet at Magic City.
Yeah, and you got the aquarium. But people like to ski. Like people who are like businessy, somewhat rich, like the World Economic Forum. They all go there and they ski, and they meet their mistresses, and they ski, and they have sex with their mistresses.
While
and they get
skiing.
together while skiing, and then they get together and they plot how to, eviscerate the middle class in the world. And they go and they have sex with their mistresses and they ski again.
They might snowboard the last day.
They might snowboard is when, the 70-year-old has the Belichick situation going on. And his little 27-year-old bunny is like, come on, you can snowboard.
I don't want to break
And
it.
they break their hips. Exactly what happens.
You like The Natural?
I went and saw The Natural with somebody I was living with at the time. And she loved it. It became a bone of contention.
Because you did not like it.
I didn't think it was awful, but I thought it was, and now literally I haven't seen it since then, and we're talking about the 80s when it came out, right?
Sappy, you thought maybe?
I thought it was melodramatic, and like it didn't do, the home runs and it hits the lights and they go out. It's like, that was a little too much for me. And, I think that when I said that I didn't really care for it, the look in her eyes were, I thought I knew you. It really had that kind of it really was it was an ender. So I guess some people really liked it.
Well, give it another chance one of these days, because the story, I mean, it is sappy toward the end.
Yeah.
And melodramatic, but there's a weird underlying story in there.
Okay.
And Robert Duvall is great.
Well, I felt some pressure, too. It's like, because she was looking at me because she'd seen it already.
Oh, she's watching you watch it?
Yeah, we're at the theater.
Oh,
when we went.
yeah.
Back then. It was this one, what was it, like early 90s or something? Late 80s, early 90s?
84, 85.
Was it that early?
Yeah.
Wow. So, she had seen it. And so she was really into it. And then I felt that pressure. Like when somebody plays you a song and
they're looking at you.
Yeah, you're like,
you like it?
Maybe it's
You
just,
start smiling a little
let me
bit.
listen to it alone. Maybe I can, I got to relax, but,
Maybe smile and start showing a little teeth.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
Whoa, stop.
Too much
So I
pressure.
felt kind of like maybe there was too much pressure on me when I watched it that time. Maybe if I watched it again, I wouldn't feel that pressure.
Yeah, because you're like, if I don't like it, she's not going to do this, and if I do...
what kind of person do you think I am?
Well,
You
that's
think
just
that's
stuff that goes through your head.
I've
She might get upset.
Did you know that I was born... The first thing the doctor said when I came out of the womb,
What?
he said...
I'm going to punch your mama right in the mouth.
No, that was my father.
Okay.
According to that joke. The doctor declared to the world, we have another gentleman in this world. A gentleman was born today. I was always a gentleman. I was never one who's like, oh, I want to try to play this game so she'll... No. If you want to give it to Eric Von Hassler of your own volition, it's because you just dig him, not because he's out there peacocking for you. I peacock for no one. Never have, never will. What's that the definition of? A gentleman.
I don't know. What would that doctor think of your VPN today?
That's none of his business. Or yours. Or my wife's, for that matter. Alex Williams is checking the ride on 75 through Marietta.
Yeah, watching the jam cam right now on 75 northbound passing North Marietta Parkway. It is slow. Granted, I don't see any crashes in your way. Just the volume as you head up to Barrett Parkway, exit 269. 575 northbound on and off the brakes from Chastain Road up to Highway 92 in Woodstock. Earlier crash, Highway 41, Cobb Parkway northbound and McCullum Parkway has cleared. And 85 northbound, toughest part of that ride's out of the cabin into Gwinnett from Chamblee Tucker Road up past Pleasantdale Road approaching Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Not everything in life comes with a guarantee, but for premium, local farm fresh sod that comes with a 1-year guarantee, family owned and operated, NG Turf is the only grower to consider. NG Turf sells direct to homeowners. Get your sod from a certified turf professional at ngturf.com.
Looking for your next great adventure? At Capital Investment Advisors, we know travel isn't just a vacation. It's a core pursuit that fuels happiness. In fact, research shows happy retirees pursue nearly twice as many adventure-related core pursuits as unhappy retirees. That's why we created 101 trips to take in retirement. A free guide with luxury escapes, wellness retreats, cultural immersions, and trips for the grandkids. Download your copy today at yourwealth.com/101 trips.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. 400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Let me teach you some physics. In a great big wind, the bigger and flatter the object, the more force the wind creates. Surface area times the square of the hypotenuse times wind speed divided by E equals MC squared, or some kind of math. Doesn't matter. But when storm season hits, your garage door is just standing there waiting for wind and physics to break it or dent it or send the whole thing flying down the street. And that, my friends, is science. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern wind-rated doors are built to withstand the forces of nature. Composite materials are stronger than the cheap old aluminum door that came with your house. And the tracks and rollers won't bend under the stress. It keeps your car safe and your insurance premiums low. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll make sure you're ready. And stay in school, kids.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
When insurance companies play games, the strong arm wins. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay. Hurt in a wreck? The insurance companies will toy with you and try to pay you the least amount possible. John Foy knows how to beat them at their own game. Zero upfront cost. JohnFoy.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, a former DeKalb County police officer is re-indicted for shooting and killing a man inside his Stone Mountain home almost 3 years ago.
New indictment, same charges against former DeKalb County policeman Brant Mathis, who was accused in 2022's shooting of Mirando Salmon inside Salmon's dark bedroom. At the time, DeKalb DA Sherry Boston said,
Mr. Salmon had thrown a cell phone at Mathis. Mathis believed it was a knife.
The first indictment was dropped due to improper grand jury testimony. Now, a new jury hands up charges of involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct. Defense attorney Chuck Boring.
The shooting was justifiable under the law. I mean, it was absolutely a tragedy, but not illegal.
Boring tells me they will seek immunity for Mathis. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
83 degrees in Atlanta. Don't be surprised if you hear some thunder tonight. Is there any more rain coming this week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. More than 2 months after someone stole unreleased Beyonce music in Atlanta, there's an arrest.
Just 2 days before Beyonce's first Cowboy Carter concert at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in July, someone broke into the car of her choreographer and stole a number of electronic items, including set lists, some unreleased music, and footage plans for the show. From the 911 call.
They have my computers, and it's really, really important information in there.
Now, Kelvin Evans has been arrested in hateful and charged with intent to commit theft. Investigators say they used tracking from some of the electronic devices that were stolen to locate them. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Charges are announced today against the alleged Charlie Kirk assassin.
The Utah County prosecutor charged Tyler Robinson with aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm, 2 counts of obstruction of justice, 2 counts of witness tampering, and committing a violent offense in the presence of a child. The prosecutor says he intends to seek the death penalty, saying he made the choice independently as county attorney based on the evidence and the nature of the crime.
CBS's Matt Piper reports the suspect is due to make a virtual court hearing momentarily. A dramatic police raid in Stone Mountain ends with 5 fugitives in jail and a lot of drugs seized.
The fugitives ran every which way when officers knocked on the door of the West Mountain Street home. A police drone followed one to a nearby apartment complex, and police spokesman Blaine Clark says
another suspect crashed into an armored vehicle while trying to escape.
In the end, the seizure of pot, fentanyl, crack cocaine, and cash, and despite the 6 mostly semi-automatic guns also found, no officers were injured. Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis is permanently off the election interference case against President Trump after a Georgia Supreme Court decision.
The case now reverts to the appeals court ruling barring Fonnie Willis from the case. That court determined her relationship with then Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade presented a conflict of interest. Willis expressed disappointment, but will now hand the case over to the Prosecuting Attorneys Council of Georgia, led by Pete Skandalakis.
Obviously, this is a case that a lot of people are looking at. You know, we will move as judiciously as possible and try to do the right thing.
He will determine whether to assign the case to his office or another conflict DA. Then comes a decision on whether to continue to pursue the charges or dismiss the case entirely. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
With Jeff Duncan jumping into Georgia's race for governor as a Democrat, University University of Georgia political science professor Dr. Charles Bullock says Democrats are likely to be skeptical of the former Republican. Bullock considers Duncan a long shot.
Having yet another individual enter the primary, maybe the biggest consequence is that it makes the likelihood of a runoff to determine who the Democratic nominee even greater.
Bullock says Duncan may have to walk back some of the things he said as a Republican. Also today, a new Republican in the race for governor. Businessman Clark Dean announces he's launching a campaign casting himself as an outsider with business experience. Dean says, like President Trump, he's a businessman and outsider who wants to prioritize solutions over politics. It is now 5:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Better news in Tucker. That earlier crash, 285 northbound, the outer loop between La Vista Road and Chamblee Tucker has since cleared. All lanes are back open. So the brake lights that stretch back toward Memorial Drive and Covington Highway will start to improve. Not improving is the 285 east and southbound ride into DeKalb. The brake lights start glowing right around Ashford Dunwoody Road, and it stays slow as you make your way through Dorville and Tucker, finding relief once you get past Memorial Drive, exit number 41. Stacked up through Sandy Springs and Dunwoody, 285 westbound. It's a slow ride on the outer loop this afternoon from Ashford Dunwoody Road, passing Roswell Road, exit 25. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies this evening with an isolated rain shower or rumble of thunder moving through the late night hours. Overnight lows in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated rain shower possible, high 87. Drying out on Thursday and heating up with partly cloudy skies, high 88. Sunshine for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
Right now it's 83 in Peachtree City, 82 in Waleska, and 84 in Clarkston. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with this hour's keyword for the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. This hour's keyword is chance. CHANCE, chance.
You mean like Gregorian?
Why are you trying to make our lawyers have to work?
I'm asking you. I didn't hear.
No, you're causing trouble. You're stirring it up because I spelled it. CHANCE, chance.
Oh, okay.
Like Chance the dog from Homeward.
Chance.
Huh?
The game of chance.
Or take a chance.
Chance from Homeward Bound.
Take a chance on me.
Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance.
Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is CHANCE, chance. And we already sang a sentence for you. So there you go. Look who's here. It's Bill Crane, waiting to have his brain drained. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to drain his brain. I guess we'll start with something somewhat local. I'm interested in this Jeff Duncan. The only thing I really remember about him is he had commercials where I guess he was a pitcher at some point in his life, and he was throwing pitches at the whatever. And I think that was to become lieutenant governor. He was a Republican then. I guess he's becoming a Democrat now. Is that
That's
how
right.
it's
He'll
working?
run for Georgia governor as a Democrat, right, Bill Crane?
What say you?
Well, I like Jeff Duncan. I bought his book. I read his columns in the AJC, but I don't think he stands a chance. And my rationale for that is, name me the last white Democrat elected statewide in Georgia.
Now you're putting me on the spot.
Well, there were some Public Service Commission members, but otherwise you got to go back to
Roy
Max
Barnes.
Cleveland and Roy Barnes. There were some constitutional officers down ticket later, but we're talking
Right.
about the early 2000s. So it's
Right.
been 20-plus years. Now, there have been African Americans elected statewide, and Michael Thurman being the most recent case on behalf of the Democratic Party. That's a problem. Democrats, for whatever reason, are disproportionately impacted when we clean up these voting lists.
Right.
So in DeKalb County, which the Democratic Party leans very heavily on Fulton and DeKalb turnouts, voter registration is below 500,000. That can change between now and a year from now, but it's not going to probably pick up another 250,000 votes.
But what about his whole thing where I'm a crossover, and so is he going to use that? Like I can
It has worked
speak both sides?
It has worked for Democrats becoming Republicans, Sonny Perdue, Nathan
Right.
Deal, Bubba McDonald, but it really hasn't worked in the reverse. Democrats Republicans who become Democrats are somewhat distrusted in the party. They don't move far enough to the left. The party's in a very progressive stance. The best shot he's got is that right now he would become the 7th candidate in the Democratic field, and he is the only white candidate. So
Right.
to the extent there are still rural white Democrats, and there are not a lot of them, but they do exist,
Right.
who think enough of him shifting parties to cast their ballot in the
I'm
primary.
still surprised that race has so much to do with it. Like,
Well,
I mean,
it doesn't. It's not.
I mean, don't
but
people
again,
vote for ideas?
They do, but in a 7-person field,
Right.
in a primary turnout that's probably going to be less than 20% on the Democratic side and the Republican side, you're talking about party activist rank and file. I mean, I was talking to
And he's a newcomer, basically.
Yeah, very intelligent people today who were talking about, it's a big election this year. Like, well, no, this is 2025. It's the municipal elections. It's 2026, but it'll be here very quickly. But there are a lot of people you and I know, and you don't vote by choice, that don't engage in the primaries,
Right.
at all.
Even
And-
most people who vote don't engage in
correct.
the primaries.
It was 80% didn't in the last.
Well, who wants it? You know, I kind of understand it because most people are not party activist or really party.
But here's the
parts
very
of-
simple argument: if you don't like the parties getting further and further from the middle, and you don't like the extremists on both sides,
Right.
your opportunity to choose is in the primaries
Sure.
and the runoff. And if you don't choose, you're abrogating the responsibility and allowing the party, and the party's going to tend to pick from its extremes, extreme left and extreme right.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. But I think also there's more homework with the primaries.
Yeah, there is.
And I got to figure out between 7 people. Who
Yeah,
is like,
there
who's
is. But
thinking this or
otherwise, a
that.
majority of the minority are choosing who the 2 nominees
Sure.
are. You'll be picking from, because libertarians, I lean there philosophically. They never have credible
That's
candidates.
not a real party.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a problem with the libertarians is that they seem to think that parties are, just sort of like philosophical societies
ideas. You have to have
about ideas.
candidates.
You have to
candidates.
and you have to have a tent, and you have to compromise, and
You have to have
and
fundraising. You have to have lists.
You have to have that whole Ronald Reagan thing. If you agree with me on 75% of the things, I deserve your vote. Whereas they, it becomes with libertarians, it becomes too much about who's the purist. And that's how you
Well, and both
gain
parties
fame.
are now engaging in those litmus tests, which is
Sure.
to their detriment. And
Maybe there'll be another party that'll get started.
it's possible, but we haven't seen one.
Elon's
since
making one, right?
George
No.
Wallace in 1968 was the last third party that got more than double-digit turnout nationwide, and that
No,
was
wait a minute. What about Ross Perot? And then the first one?
11%. I think was his.
No,
nation.
19 that first time, I think.
He peaked in the 20s, but I don't think by election day he got that many.
Oh,
I
I
can go
thi-
back and look. He definitely cost George Bush the election.
Oh, absolutely. Both times.
Yeah.
He got Clinton elected both times. But it was a lot less the
yeah, it
the
wasn't
second time
the near
around.
25-30% that
Yeah.
American Independence Party polled,
But I would
particularly
say
in
that
southern states.
if Perot had maybe been 20 years younger when he did that, had a
And
bit
less
more
irritating.
energy, less irritable himself,
And the Lions Airport.
What are you talking about? I aim for a good.
Where's my pointer? Where's my pointer?
Can I finish?
I think that if he had more energy, that actually, or if he could have talked Trump into running, which almost happened as part of that Reform Party in 2000.
Yeah,
2000.
less vendetta, more speaking to the middle of America and talking about real solutions.
Well, that would be for anything right now. I'd like to see that. I don't think anybody's speaking to the middle. And when I say middle of America, I'm not talking about geographically.
I know.
I'm talking about middle class. Nobody.
Well, middle class.
Who cares about the
centrist
middle
on
class?
issues? People that care about their family, their security.
Who are those politicians? I don't see it anywhere.
They're,
that care about the middle class.
In the primary.
Right. Yeah, but it's too much homework. I'm sorry. I can't do anything.
What they need to do, though, is especially in the presidential, I guess once each party has selected their candidate, is I feel like the threshold to make the debate stage, where a lot of people are exposed to these candidates for the first time, I think that the threshold is too high. And so in order to get other candidates up on the stage, you've got to lower the threshold. And
yeah,
sure,
but
you're going to get the
threshold's
annoying.
lower in the primaries again. It's higher
Certainly.
in the general because you put on equal footing somebody who's polling at like 5%. It gives them quite a boost on a nationwide
And
televised.
somebody might take advantage of that.
And they have. I mean, I would say that's how Ross Perot still did get double
Yeah.
digits. He was the third choice.
That's also kind of what Trump did. You know, he had no political machine when he came down that
Now
escalator.
he had 14 years of The Apprentice and a national reputation.
And so he parlayed that, and
that
also
and
what
a
he
lot
did.
of people's anger.
And any good candidates are always going to pick up on the grievances. But what he did was he recognized the value of free media, and a lot of this media who then started, kvetching and apologizing for platforming him. He was just like a great guest always
Yeah, and
on,
running his rallies, gavel to gavel, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. He understood, and this is why libertarians should be learning a lesson from Donald Trump, which is, it turns out you don't have to have the party apparatus all that much. If you get in a debate or you get yourself booked on these shows and you start making sense to people, second time around, he gravitated to the podcast, did the same thing. So actually, libertarians, people who want a third party, you really actually barely need that third party. You just need to be someone who delivers when you are booked on television or podcast or radio, and people go, that person's on. When Trump was going to be on these shows in 2015, people tuned in.
He was always going to say something.
He was always going to say something that,
And they didn't take him seriously.
They didn't take him seriously, and they found it. And so why did they have him? Because they felt it was entertaining and people would watch or listen. That's the key. Now, if you can come, you can also be intelligent. You can be intelligent, have good policies, and still have a sense of humor and be able. What I'm saying is I should have run, but I missed my day.
You could still run. What are you
I
talking
don't want
about?
to run. You think I want to be involved?
Trump is 79, Eric. You're good. You've got so much time in front of you.
There is
You're
a
an
change,
infant compared to him.
change, and I know we probably have to get to a commercial or another subject, but there is a change in the system on the presidential level that could be very helpful if you want to talk about that in the next break.
I would love to talk. Is it helpful to me to run for president? Because I don't want to.
Well, it could be, but it basically would change the way we run the presidential elections.
All right.
So it's been suggested by the National Association of Secretaries of State for the better part of 20 years. Doesn't get a lot of traction.
All right. Well, we'll listen.
Tease
to that.
there, Bill Crane.
If I do run, though, part of my platform is going to be that
you have to vote first.
10 o'clock at night. Oh yeah, I'll go vote just so get it out of the way. 10 o'clock at night. I'm running the country so that 10 o'clock at night. That's when I take my gummy.
Okay.
Everything's closed. Don't take it as a scandal once I'm in the White House.
What if Hawaii needs to get a hold of you? Hawaii, they'll be in the middle of their day.
I don't consider them a state. Alex Williams sees good news on 85 in Duluth.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. We had a stall 85 southbound right at Pleasant Hill Road. Exit 104 was in the second left lane. Police were able to hold all lanes and get that off to the right shoulder, so that should help improve conditions leaving Highway 316. Now we're looking for new trouble on the south side perimeter. 285 eastbound, the outer loop around Flat Shoals, exit 48. Delays quickly stacking up toward Boulder Crest Road, exit 51. We'll spin the jam cam, see what we can find there. Traffic brought to you by Peach Pass. Life doesn't slow down, and neither can you. With Peach Pass, save time, cruise by traffic, and use your Peach Pass in 20 states, including Georgia. Visit peachpass.com and keep moving. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
If it's happening on the streets of Atlanta.
After suspect refuses to exit home on Summer Chase Drive.
If it's happening on the roads leading to Atlanta.
Looks to be a tanker truck crashed into the median on the jam cam.
95.5 WSB has you covered.
The major culprits squeezing household budgets for auto insurance, gasoline, and utilities.
Your 24/7 news source. Tune in throughout the day to stay up to date.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed. Chris, with all the things we're reading, seeing, and living through these days, from rate cuts, election season, and now a new administration, now seems like a great time to make sure we have that comprehensive plan in place. You know, the one that covers all our financial bases.
There are occasions throughout the year where I feel like it's critical for people to engage their financial lives and get the information that they deserve from a financial advisory team. And this is one of those times, to be quite frank. So we ask that you call us if you have a minimum of $500,000 in your full portfolio. But we're going to do away with that minimum so that those folks can have an equal opportunity to understand what's in their portfolio as well. Now, you have to have some money, right? I can't help you to build your wealth at work, right? But I sure can help, I believe, with your 401k, IRA management. There's probably 2 or 3 things that'll surprise you that you may want to take action on. So the next 10 people that call in, we'll work up either a portfolio x-ray, or if you feel like you need a full retirement plan, go to unleashyourmoney.com, click on portfolio x-ray, or click on full retirement plan. We think you'll be impressed enough, and we want you to become a client. There's no question about it. We believe that we are a very competent fiduciary advisory team, and we want to offer that to our listeners. Let Hoffman Financial Group actually show you how we perform, and I believe we perform at the pinnacle of this industry.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group at 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and for over a decade, I've trusted America's best choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks.
That's right, Dale. When the summer is hot, America's best choice will keep your home cool with premium energy-efficient windows starting at just $299. No pressure, no gimmicks. Go to abcwind.com to schedule a free in-home estimate today. America's best choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
At Ameris Bank, we know that it's never just business when it's your business. I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. Whether your business is looking to optimize cash flow, improve your payment technology, or grow more quickly, my team and I are here and ready to help with a superior level of service, smart banking technology, and local market expertise. I invite you to reach out to my team by visiting amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
Let me teach you some physics. In a great big wind, the bigger and flatter the object, the more force the wind creates. Surface area times the square of the hypotenuse times wind speed divided by E equals MC squared, or some kind of math. Doesn't matter. But when storm season hits, your garage door is just standing there waiting for wind and physics to break it or dent it or send the whole thing flying down the street. And that, my friends, is science. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern wind-rated doors are built to withstand the forces of nature. Composite materials are stronger than the cheap old aluminum door that came with your house. And the tracks and rollers won't bend under the stress. It keeps your car safe and your insurance premiums low. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll make sure you're ready. And stay in school, kids.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Never heard of such a thing.
Hey, come on, you got to take what you can get.
No, you don't. Not always. All right. To reiterate, this hour's keyword for the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz is CHANCE, chance. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. Bill Crane, you mentioned on the way out that there was an idea being percolating out there for a number of years as a way to kind of change at least presidential primaries.
The National Association of Secretaries of State still advocates this. It also came out of the Council of State Governments. And basically, by federal law, the first caucus is in Iowa, followed by the first primary in New Hampshire, followed by the second primary in South Carolina. As we speak, consultants are already or have been hired by various candidates who are seeking to run in 2028.
Yes.
And it's, Iowa is a very, very white, very monolithic one state. Usually the caucuses have about 150 to 200,000 people, yet they have an outsized impact on the presidential race. Who's the front runner? It helps fundraising. So the idea would be to have regional primaries like we had with Super Tuesday, set 4 or 5 of them either by time zone or geographic region, and rotate them. Draw straws a year out from the election to determine the order of which
ones
in a
go
cluster.
first. Yeah.
So any candidate to have a chance would have to have a geographic base, would probably be talking a lot more to middle income, middle class voters, not just party apparatchik.
Yeah.
And they would come forward out of that mold probably closer to the political center. And it would vary as to, again, which region would start. So you would probably have 2 very different nominees that would emerge from that process.
This idea's been around for a while because I remember
it gets stopped in Congress, and particularly by Iowa and New Hampshire.
Of course. But I remember in the 80s talking about this because I thought about it as time zones because, yeah, absolutely. If you had a region, so basically you could have 3 to 5, I suppose, and you would just have Super Tuesdays. And so all the candidates would be in that. Let's say it was just the Eastern time zone. So all the candidates are in the Eastern time zone, and then there's a Super Tuesday. And then whatever the second one is, let's just say it goes across and you go to Central. Now you've got 2 weeks, or maybe more, maybe 3 weeks at that point. Now go there.
Yeah,
and
not basically what it is now, which
just
is March
one
till
state.
June in one state. And part of the challenge with the time zone thing is so much of the population in the United States is on the eastern seaboard, except for California. So you start getting
maybe you get into different regions, northeast,
right,
maybe break it up into fours,
right? And you want like an Illinois state with that large population base, in Texas, you want them in different.
Yeah, maybe 5, and the Midwest is the 5th.
Yeah, and you got to, even though Hawaii's not a state, you got to do something for Hawaii and Alaska.
Well, they'll be in the West.
What you do is you do like what the NFL does or Major League
Nobody
Baseball.
ever travels to Hawaii to get votes when they're running for president, right?
It's
Didn't
pretty much
Kamala
been in
go
the
there?
bag. It's been pretty much in the bag for the Democratic Party since about 1984.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What my thought was you know how Major League Baseball and the NFL have got their divisions, right? You have each division have a part of the country, and then
That's right,
each person votes,
And
on
then
that
a
day.
wild card.
And then that'd be great.
Oh yeah, a candidate gets brought back out of one candidate from each side.
That's how Trump gets to run a
The
fourth
sixth
time.
seed. The sixth seed.
Yeah. A fourth time.
Well, he did run. This is
that's
3
right.
times.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, so he's run 3 times. Yeah, that's all baloney. The idea that he's going to run again. It's just baloney.
You may not leave the White House if he keeps whittling away.
Yeah. First of all, he's
He is 78 and his health is not 100%.
right. We can leave it there. But I mean, I don't think in 3.5 years it's going to be you never count him out.
Maybe Don Jr.
Well,
he keeps his right hand covered now in every photo. Have you noticed that?
well, because he's gotten some sort of. I mean, this has been he used to put some cover up on it, but that didn't cover it up very well. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just assuming there's some sort of IV or something that he gets. Or
I would assume, but or just medication and an infusion. But again, we've talked about this off air. We should have transparency in the medical condition of the chief executive officer of the President of the United States. In the last several presidents have had personal physicians with really no access by the public.
There should be no personal physicians, right? It should just be the same physician. It
As
doesn't
Congress
matter.
has.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican.
We do have a Surgeon General.
Oh yeah, but they're usually like poets or something.
No, but you
They're
could-
actually doctors, aren't they? Aren't they just like
The majority of them are physicians. but
advocates or something like that?
It depends on the administration.
I've already told them the word is chance. They've had their chances on chance. I can't.
I
hold
always
your-
try to give them a chance.
Listen, folks.
Another
I can't,
chance.
I'm not going to hand you the $1,000. You have to do a few things on your own. Figure
Chancey
a few things
Palmer.
out. Alex Williams says there's a travel advisory on the south side perimeter.
Yeah, that's right. We see this crash on the Jam Cam. It is in 2 left lanes, 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Flat Shoals Road, exit 48. You're stacked up as you leave I-675. You can use highway or I-20 eastbound as an alternate, where 20 east won't find many brake lights till you get outside the perimeter from the ride on I-285 out to Panola Road, exit 71. The West Freeway, some moderate volume, 20 westbound from Riverside Parkway out into Lithia Springs. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
Remember that first paycheck when you started working all those years ago? You looked at the net amount and thought, whoa, what happened here? Ah, the joy of taxes. It could be this way with your retirement accounts. You know how much you've saved, but if you haven't planned for Uncle Sam, you could come up short in retirement. With tax laws constantly changing, there's a lot you need to know to make sure you're not paying more than your fair share. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the Lloyd Advisory Group can help you create a plan that shows you how taxes could affect you now and in the future. Set up your tax strategy session with Mark and the team at the Lloyd Advisory Group now. Call 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Make sure you know how these changes could affect you so you can avoid some of those whoa moments in retirement. Call 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services offered through Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
Selling and buying a home doesn't have to be a juggling act. With Orchard, you get cash up front to buy your next place, then more cash when your old home sells. Start with a free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Corporate megastores are spending millions lobbying D.C. politicians on one-sided policies that send small businesses tumbling. They want to enact harmful credit card mandates that take resources away from your local credit union and community bank, leaving Main Street businesses with less access to credit, making it harder for your family to pay for everyday goods like gas and groceries. Tell Congress to guard your card and oppose the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Dave Baker here with a custom spacious closet from Artisan. You'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
If you're seeing cracks in the walls upstairs, downstairs, or outside, maybe even a door not closing, call the Foundation Repair Specialist. Hi, it's Mark Beckham here with Atlanta Ramjack, and we are your leading foundation repair experts. Set up your free estimate right now at AtlantaRamjack.com.
You didn't choose to get in a wreck, but you can choose the best attorney to fight for you. Trust the guys I trust, the strong arm, John Foy and Associates. Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay. With personal injury attorneys, you have a lot of choices. Here's some of the reasons why I choose the strong arm. They treat you with compassion and respect. Their customer service is exceptional. They listen, communicate, and are genuine good people that don't charge you until they win. If I got in a wreck, this would be my first call. JohnFoy.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. Our top story, the man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk is held without bond in Utah after a virtual court appearance this afternoon.
State of Utah versus Tyler James Robinson. Could you state your name?
Tyler James Robinson. He's told the state is seeking the death penalty against him. CBS legal analyst Lori Levinson.
What is really clear here is that the prosecutor wants to bring charges to the full extent of the law, and that Tyler Robinson is looking at a possible death penalty, although that's a ways off.
Robinson is charged with aggravated murder. Utah is one of 5 states that allow execution by firing squad if lethal injection is not available. It is 83 degrees in Atlanta. Will we see any rain tonight, and when does it heat up? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. All new this half hour, 24 people are arrested in a multi-agency drug bust in Gwinnett County.
The bust has been in the works since last month when Gwinnett's Metro Task Force teams up with the GBI Regional Drug Enforcement Office and numerous other agencies with the aim of taking down the Butler drug trafficking organization. It was given that name after Adrian Bernard Butler, who authorities say headed up the DTO. They say that the network both trafficked and distributed not just fentanyl, but also crack and cocaine in 3 cities in Gwinnett County, along with other areas throughout northeastern Georgia. The investigation continues as authorities are looking to link several overdose deaths to the DTO. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
A former DeKalb County police officer is re-indicted for shooting and killing a man inside his Stone Mountain home almost 3 years ago. 32-year-old Russell Mathis is charged with involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct in the death of 37-year-old Mirando Salmon in 2022. A DeKalb County judge dismissed the charges against Mathis in April over a legal technicality. Prosecutors say Salmon threw a cell phone at Officer Mathis, which Mathis thought was a knife. After a state Supreme Court decision today, Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis is permanently off the Georgia election interference case against President Trump. WSB legal analyst Ron Carlson says the future of the case is up in the air.
The big question is, where will this case go next? The prosecuting attorney's counsel will assign a new prosecutor who will then have to decide whether to dismiss the case or pick up the ball and continue the prosecution.
Willis plans to make the case file and evidence available to the attorney's counsel. After multiple setbacks, electric vehicle maker Rivian breaks ground today on their manufacturing plant near Social Circle.
It's been 4 years since Rivian announced they would build a massive $5 billion facility here, and today CEO RJ Scringe says this is a great step forward for the company.
This is an environment that we see as a core part of our future. It's the foundation for our growth. It's going to enable us to
build the scale into our business that we're planning for and have been working so hard towards for so many years.
Company officials expect to have thousands of cars rolling off the assembly line here by 2028. In Walton County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Home Depot wants a tax break from Cobb County for an expansion project.
Home Depot wants to expand its Vinings headquarters and make other improvements to its properties. The company went before the Cobb Development Authority to seek bonds for the $140 million project. Nelson Jeter, who heads the authority, says Home Depot has improvement plans to take care of those returning to work in person.
A parking lot, 900-spot parking lot. They're also going to be adding and renovating several buildings.
The project should create 250 new jobs if approved. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Now, WSB Money Update. The average cost to own and operate a car has fallen over the past year, but a new report finds it'll still cost you almost $12,000 a year.
The overall purchase price for the cars have come down a little bit, as has fuel costs for the past year and the finance charges.
AAA's Greg Brannon admits the price to own a car remains much higher than past years, but the decline from last year is good for consumers. It is now 5:34. This news sponsored by John Foy and Associates. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, right now we are watching this travel advisory in DeKalb County. Crash 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Flat Shoals, exit 48, still in 2 left lanes. Delays back toward Moreland Avenue. I-20 eastbound is a good alternate around that. On the north side, crash just moved off to the right on the low ramp, the 285 east inner loop that takes you on that low ramp that keeps you past I-75. It's also the ramp from 75 north in Cobb to 285 eastbound. But again, that has just been moved off to the side. If you're traveling 285 northbound, though, it's a slow ride this afternoon on the inner loop on the west side from South Cobb Drive, exit number 15, up to I-75 in the Truist Park region. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies this evening with an isolated rain shower or rumble of thunder moving through the late night hours. Overnight lows in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated rain shower possible, high 87. Drying out on Thursday and heating up with partly cloudy skies, high 88. Sunshine for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
82 in Sandy Springs, 83 in Snellville, also 83 in Fayetteville. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
If critters are creeping in your attic, better call Breda to kick those critters out. With the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, if they return, you're covered at no additional cost.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights, at home or at work. We'll make your happy place your own. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Steel Horse Law are 100% local. Get your free Rider's Advantage card at SteelHorseLaw.com.
This is Jaron Solomon. Fall is here. Football is back. And so is our Percentage Week sale. September 15th through the 21st. Enjoy up to 60% off designer engagement rings and fashion jewelry. As proud partners of the Georgia Bulldogs, we know what it means to shine on game day and every day. But hurry, once an item is gone, it's gone. Don't miss Percentage Week, September 15th through the 21st. Visit Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg, or book your private appointment now at SolomonBrothers.com.
All right, we decided to keep Bill Crane for another segment because I want to talk about some of the rather interesting stuff coming out of the administration. But before that, Bill Crane, let people know how they can get more Bill Crane.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google, Bill Crane, CSI Crane, or Bill Crane, One Man's Opinion. The One Man's Opinion weekly column is here on WSBRadio.com and about 90 other places around the state.
There you go. Great column. All right. So I don't know if you agree with me. I'm not saying that you should.
We already have twice today.
No, we
That's
have.
impressive.
We usually don't because, your whole life is in the political system, and I'm not voting.
I've been told I'm too establishmenty, whatever the hell that means.
Well, it's establishmenty.
There's a chance. There's a chance. That's true.
It's a good gum flavor.
Yeah.
Establishmente.
When it comes
I
to
prefer peppermint.
the Trump administration, I think I've been very good where I just, there's some things, if I like it, I'll say I like it. If I don't like it, I say I don't like it. I don't get all involved in the culture stuff. I'm more about policy, what the laws are, what we're doing. And there's a lot of nuance even in things that I don't agree with. But on this one, I have to say that I have a red line, a complete wall, and that is this business of just blowing boats out of the water and claiming that the people were guilty of something. Now, is there something wrong with me? First of all, we're not at war with Venezuela. So the only response that Venezuela can have is to go to war with us. They're not citizens of the United States. So I think that we're trying to bait them into a war because we want some of the stuff that's under the ground, maybe. I don't know. But that's really not to do with it. What I'm saying is, I think at the point that the people who are telling us that we could win Vietnam, that Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, that we were going to stand an army in Afghanistan that was going to be able to hold the country, those same people told Trump they were drug traffickers. And I'm looking around at a nation that seems to be totally cool with the President of the United States being judge, jury, and executioner. My reading of the Constitution doesn't allow that. So for that, I'm out completely until that's fixed. And I believe that these acts in open waters, we should be identified as a rogue nation.
Well, it's not unlike piracy, which was happening to our ships with claims on the eastern, in Asia, and around Africa, where we were having tankers and oil vessels and other things commandeered and sometimes taken out and sometimes sunk, but mostly just stolen. The administration says they have evidence of terrorism and drug trafficking. We would like to see it.
Is there any?
Let's see it.
What's the process for that?
Why
don't they have to show
Why not just
it?
seize the ship as opposed to blowing it out of the water? Now, part of this is about American supremacy, and you may remember when the invasion of the Falkland Islands, next to Argentina by the Reagan administration. Sometimes presidents believe Congress, for it to be
No, you mean Grenada.
Grenada, sorry. Need to reestablish and remind people the power of the American.
But murdering people.
But I agree with you. I'm not establishmenting on this one. This is wrong.
Yeah.
And again, if we have evidence, we could talk about some other things like the Lisa Cook situation. When we make an accusation that involves taking someone's life, we ought to have evidence to back it up.
Yeah. And if you're not, to me, this is a no-brainer.
You don't go into an urban street and start shooting gang members.
No, you don't start. Cops can't shoot you because they think you have drugs.
Or this is the Minority Report Tom Cruise movie where we take you out before you commit the crime.
And beyond that, this is international now. This is not even the way. If you mistreat your own folks, you can pay for it at the polls. What I'm saying is Venezuela can't do anything except go to war with us.
And some of these ships
and I think that's what they're
flying under
being
Venezuelan flags. So how do we even know?
It turns out the first one where we killed 11 people who supposedly were bad guys, we're just going to have to take people's word for it. Nobody's going to, there's no jury or anything. Now the word is it had turned around, was going in the other direction. We're blowing up a boat that's going from Venezuela to Trinidad based on the idea, well, Trinidad, then Tobago, and then on and on. And before you know it, it's the United States. And Venezuela is not
a threat.
One of the main places that drugs even come into this country from. I'm sure some do, but it's not
Colombia.
It's not Colombia. It's not Ecuador. It's not some of these places where most of it come from. So that means the story you're being told is a fabrication for something else.
Because we have political issues and differences with the government.
And they also got more oil than Saudi Arabia. Let's not act like that is. Trump has said openly, "I'd like to have that oil." First of all,
it's a long pipeline.
It's a long pipeline,
it comes up to the Pan-American Freeway.
Well, we already have the Gulf of America. Why don't we just have rename the Caribbean the American Sea?
And then it'll be perfectly fine.
Exactly. That'll be ours then.
But I guess, am I going too far to say that, to me, that makes us a rogue nation? A rogue nation is when other nations just cannot count on you to have any protocols whatsoever.
I am surprised we're not hearing more chatter about this, particularly from the Democratic Party. I am surprised that there aren't members of the Joint Chiefs, current and former, saying this is a violation of international law.
Of course it is. It's a I've said that too often, no-brainer today, but it is. And the only hope is that MAGA would stand up, and they're not going to. And I feel like the people in MAGA, they tried to stand up on the Jeffrey Epstein thing, and it was almost like this is a personal relationship between MAGA voters and the president. And I felt like there was a little bit of a bubbling up then, and he pulled this passive-aggressive move where, like, I don't need you. Really? I'll start.
That one, in my opinion, is not done yet.
No, hold on. I'm talking about how he handled it.
understand.
How he handled it. Basically, he looked at MAGA and said, I'll start calling you names just like all the people that you applaud me. And MAGA went, oh, no. We don't want to be. No, we were just say, no. You know what? Do whatever you want with Jeffrey Epstein. Submit what I'm supposed to say to my neighbor and I'll do it. And so they tried to stand up a little bit on that one, and they're like became too afraid that he would abandon them. And so now you have people who walk around acting like it's patriotism to be behind this unconstitutional extrajudicial murdering of people without showing any evidence whatsoever. It's outrageous to me, and this administration can't get me on anything until that's resolved. I can't support a rogue nation, and that's exactly what we are. So that's where I stand on that. Also, Pam Bondi with this crazy nonsense. She's been. Can I just say that, and you can agree or disagree with this, but I know this to be the truth. And people on the left and on the right are just going to have to deal with it because you happen to be born or you live in the United States of America. Hate speech is protected speech under the First Amendment of the United States. If you don't like that, that's simply too bad. It is. There is no legal standard for hate speech.
Or what is a liberal organization, or what is a liberal...
Exactly.
Yeah, it's basically trying to create cover to go after your political enemies. But it was wrong when the Democrats did it, tried to censor communications and social media in the 2016 election. It's wrong if he tries to do it now.
And it's also that when people, how come you don't vote? Aren't you interested? When I see stuff like what's going on around the assassination of Charlie Kirk, I mean, it's disgusting all the way around. You know, the people who are saying disgusting things, okay, whatever. I just told you. That's protected speech. Again, if you don't like that, it's simply too bad. You were born
You're
into
in
a
the wrong
country
that-
with a constitution that says that.
And
you
the right of assembly.
How about this? Why isn't it obvious to people that you don't have a First Amendment to protect speech that everybody already likes? There's no need for a First Amendment for speech that people... The First Amendment is specifically for the speech that you hate, so that when you say something that they hate, you're protected. It's a compact. And all of that is breaking apart right now because it's about winning today, winning the war today, the political war today. And tomorrow we will go gangbusters to win tomorrow. And nobody seems to give a damn about the Constitution. You're allowed to be the worst person in the world so long as you don't harm somebody else. So long as you don't physically harm someone else or steal from them. Something like that. Also, you can't have speech where you point to somebody and say, hey, let's go hurt that person or burn that person's house down. Inciting. You can't do that. But just what people call hate speech, it simply doesn't matter what you think about it. It's protected in this country, whether you're on the left or whether you're on the right. And when you see both sides trying to get rid of that, and also I've gotten texts that have tried to fundraise from that organization who just lost their leader. And I'm sorry, that makes me want to vomit. And so when I find myself that far detached from what people think is normal in politics, I think you'd agree that I shouldn't be voting because there's nobody out there asking for my vote, certainly. And with that lecture, Bill Crane, I will let you go.
We didn't even get to ask about Fonnie Willis, man.
Well, Fonnie Willis is just, who cares?
She won't be able to prosecute the president.
Oh, whoop-de-doo. He's already the president.
Always a pleasure to visit with you.
Bill Crane, I appreciate it. And sorry I had to get that off my chest.
Take care.
Alex Williams says the travel advisory continues on 285 East in DeKalb.
Yeah, Hero just pulled up. Fire department is with this crash. The cones are out. 2 left lanes knocked out. 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Flat Shoals, exit 48. You're slow back before Moreland Avenue. 20 eastbound will be a good alternate around that. Elsewhere, crash on the north side perimeter. 285 eastbound, that low ramp where you come on from 75 north there in Cobb near Truist Park. Mostly off to the right, but we are seeing some brake lights. 285 both north and southbound over on the west side. It's really a struggle bus this afternoon. Slow in both directions between Smyrna Vinings and I-20, the West Freeway. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
On air,
Online,
on the app,
where you get your news,
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
All right, thank you. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh, my word.
Just enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB radio app. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our guaranteed offer is the easiest way to sell your home. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can bypass the market, receive the strongest all-cash offer in the industry, and close in as little as 21 days. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
The Findlay Roofing Chief Barking Officer, Rufus, has the zoomies. He's rolling over about saving you $1,000 off your roof replacement. That's a lot of bones. Hey, it's Dave Baker for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Stop repairing the leaks and dragging your feet. For a limited time, save $1,000 on your roof replacement. Hurry, this treat ends on Halloween. Schedule your free roof analysis at findlayroofing.com.
Hi, I'm Dallas, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. You know she loves her Shane Company engagement ring, but you also want to surprise her for her birthday, anniversary, or just because she deserves it. Why not get her a bigger diamond with our Easy Trade-Up program? We'll give you the full credit of your original natural diamond purchase toward a new one. Her new diamond only has to be $1 more. You only pay the difference. How's that for an easy trade-up? Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Because a friend wants you to win the gifting game. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath. You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked!
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years. Woo! The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm? Totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
You deserve a friendly home services technician that actually knows their stuff. Chris Chandler here. TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling only sends polite technicians that pass the rigorous TE certification program. They're licensed, insured, friendly, and always fix it right. TE Certified knows great service starts with a job well done and ends with a smile.
TE Certified, we love your home.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're a different kind of wireless company dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Because let's face it, our needs are different. Big wireless unlimited plans are designed for 20-somethings, not us. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on one thing, bringing you affordable, reliable rate plans that suit your needs, not ours. How do we do that? We start by using the same towers as the big guys, the exact same towers. We then create rate plans designed for your usage. The fact is, we can offer you an unlimited plan with the same network quality for less because we understand how you use wireless services. Our plans start at just $20 a month. And forget trying to chat with robots. You'll get 100% US-based award-winning customer service when you need help. Come find out how wireless should be and join the millions who've made the switch.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Yeah, this is not a sports show, but if you haven't seen this kicker for the Dallas Cowboys, I don't think I've ever seen. We've never seen anything like this before.
No,
he's
amazing. No, he could have hit from on
70.
Sunday. Yeah, I think it was 72 is what they calculated.
So if you're Dak Prescott, it's really important that you get the ball to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that's all I got to do. And that's a
you
struggle.
get the ball to the 50-yard line.
It is.
I don't think it is. I think Dak's been playing pretty well. I didn't really pay too much attention to this last game. I watched the first game.
They're playing the Giants.
Pretty
Who's their
close.
running back now?
The Giants, listen Kansas City has to face the Giants this week, and the Giants have almost won 2 games.
I don't know. I don't want to give Shelley Winter that kind of credit right now because the Giants.
Did you see Russell Wilson on Sunday?
He's okay.
What? I mean, he threw an interception.
That
at the
interception
end.
was bad at the end. He just threw it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it him? Was the guy not in the right place?
I want Jackson Dart.
He wasn't that good week 1.
Did you see the 3? Did you see the 3 huge passes that Russell Wilson threw?
I did.
They were beautiful.
But when it counted, he cost them. I want Jackson in.
Of course, because that's the thing is, you're new, you're young, we think you might make it, so let's just throw you in the fire, and if you're not great in 8 weeks, we'll just chuck you on.
That's right. Move on. Get another quarterback.
Look at these quarterbacks, like Baker Mayfield. Took him a while. Now he's a great quarterback. He's fun to watch.
He was saved from the Browns.
Sam Darnold. I mean, I don't know. Apparently, the locker room didn't like him. He wasn't very mature at that time. Sometimes it takes time.
How about Danny Dimes? Look at him in Indianapolis.
Exactly.
Yeah, now that's impressive. But that was a controversial finish, too.
Okay, but these are how football games happen. There's constantly, oh, well, this happened and that happened. Well, look at any football game. This happened. Sometimes one team comes in and just beats the crap out of the other team, but usually...
You can make the argument that Baker Mayfield could be 0-2, but he is 2-0.
Yeah, and I can make the argument that Kansas City could very well be 2-0. That's football. But this idea that, yeah, you want to see Jackson Dart, and the way that you are is, if he doesn't please you in 8 weeks,
he's out.
Get rid of him.
Yeah, that's right. Shove him out.
Meanwhile, Jordan Love is lighting the world on fire. He sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years. Aaron Rodgers is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He sat behind Brett Favre for 3 years. How would Jordan Love, this is not a sports show, by the way, how would Jordan Love have done if they just would have thrown him in? Game 3, sink or swim. Probably would have sunk.
They would have won 2 world championships.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then we'd be talking now about how, Jordan Love, that was a bust. They never should have done that. Sound a little bit like Chris. You know that Jordan Love.
Well, that's just Jordan Love not being Tom Brady.
Are you going to tell me what the traffic is? I mean, the music is going. This is how it
doesn't
usually
Alex Williams, because that's just Alex being
That's
Alex.
just Alex being out. Hey,
I love that interview.
I love that traffic guy.
All right, we're just going to toss it. Alex.
Yeah, he says it's a bumper-to-bumper ride on 285 on the south side.
That's just Alex being Alex.
That is right, guys. Temporary red alert. All lanes being held right now. South side perimeter, 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Flat Shoals Road, exit 48. They're finally working to get this crash. It's been in 2 left lanes to the right shoulder, so that will hopefully improve the ride leaving Moreland Avenue once they get it cleared. 285 east and southbound, the inner loop about 24 minutes from Georgia 400 down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway in Clarkston, where delays finally start to break free. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Wall cracks, window stuck, could be a foundation problem. Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and our estimators are thoroughly trained to get you the proper evaluation for your home. Schedule your free assessment with the foundation repair experts at atlantaramjack.com.
So, you spotted your termite guy wandering around your yard. You even think he knows where your bait stations are? How about go ask him, show me the bait stations? Dave Baker here for Breda Pest Management. If they can't, it's time to switch to Breda. Breda uses a complete liquid barrier, not a bait station, and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. Breda, you had me at liquid barrier.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 for Kids.
1-877 for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
This is Scott Slade. When it comes to your engagement ring, there's only one place I'd recommend. Tara Fine Jewelry Company, known for exceptional standards, craftsmanship, and legendary customer service. Tara's passion runs through every design they craft. Engagement rings you'll be proud to gift, cherish, and wear for a lifetime. You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. When it comes to your promise of forever, only a Tara diamond will do. Tara, specializing in diamonds of absolute beauty and legendary customer service since 1985.
Is painting the house on your project list? Make this the last time you paint with Rhino Shield, backed by a 25-year warranty.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
I'm thrilled with my Infinity from Marvin Fiberglass Windows. Hi, it's meteorologist Glenn Burns, inviting you to North Georgia Replacement Windows' brand new Alpharetta showroom. I was blown away. Bring your window and door project to life here. See the fiberglass difference in person. Your stress-free experience includes a quick, accurate proposal, no pressure. Window and door shopping made simple.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story: in the aftermath of the recent immigration raid at a car manufacturing facility in South Georgia, state leaders are not expecting any serious fallout from businesses. Here's a report all new at 6 o'clock.
Governor Kemp says he's not worried that foreign companies would be hesitant to invest in Georgia following the raid at the facility.
We've had good conversations with companies that are here. We've had good conversations with companies that are unnamed, that are looking to do business here. They understand what is going on the ground. They also understand the visa issue.
Kemp says he's also spoken to the White House, which has now established a visa working group to ensure that foreign workers are compliant with immigration laws. President Trump said on social media this week that foreign workers are welcome in the U.S. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
83 degrees in Atlanta. There could be some rain around tonight. What about rain chances through the end of the week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A former DeKalb County police officer is again facing charges in the shooting death of an unarmed man 3 years ago.
6 months after the DeKalb County DA dropped an indictment due to improper grand jury evidence, a new grand jury hands up charges of involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct against former DeKalb policeman Brent Mathis. Defense attorney Chuck Boring says 2022's shooting of Mirando Salmon in his home was tragic, but not illegal.
Mr. Salmon threw an object at the officer that loudly banged off the door. The officer thought it was a weapon, asked Mr. Salmon to show his hands. He believed he was going for a gun, and then he had no choice but to fire.
DA Sherry Boston says they will fight for justice no matter how difficult the circumstances. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
The man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk is held without bond in Utah. Tyler Robinson appears in a virtual court hearing today where he's informed the state is seeking the death penalty.
We did file just recently, within the last few minutes, a notice of intent to seek the death penalty. That was filed by Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray.
Robinson appears in a green bulletproof vest and nods as a judge speaks, never changing his expression as all of the charges against him are read aloud. After a state Supreme Court ruling, Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis is permanently off the prosecution of President Trump in the Georgia election interference case.
This leaves standing an appeals court decision that her relationship with then special counsel Nathan Wade presents a conflict of interest. Pete Skandalakis is executive director for Georgia's prosecuting attorney's council. He will now assign the case case to a conflict prosecutor who will have wide discretion.
Whether or not to proceed, whether or not to dismiss, whether to file new charges, whether to dismiss some charges and go on others.
The case involves charges of 2020 election interference in Georgia by President Trump and 15 alleged co-conspirators. 4 others already offered guilty pleas in the case. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
With Jeff Duncan jumping into Georgia's race for governor as a Democrat, University of Georgia political science professor Dr. Charles Bullock says Democrats are likely to be suspicious of the former Republican.
I think he's going to have to walk back a number of things that he said and policies that he supported during his tenure as a Republican, both as a state legislator and then in his tour of duty as the lieutenant governor.
Bullock says Duncan is a long shot, but with so many Democratic candidates, it could make a runoff more likely. Also today, a new Republican in the race for governor. Businessman Clark Dean announces he's launching a campaign casting himself as an outsider with business experience. Dean says, like President Trump, he's a businessman and outsider who wants to prioritize solutions over politics. Atlanta police cracked the case of the unreleased Beyonce music stolen more than 2 months ago.
In July, Beyonce's choreographer called 911 in Atlanta to report his car had been broken into and materials of Beyonce taken.
They have my computers, and it's really, really important information in there. Like, I work with someone who's like of a high status.
The materials taken included unreleased music and electronics. Tracking from some of those devices helped lead to an arrest in Hayful by police who were picking up 40-year-old Kelvin Evans on other charges. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Got some better news on the south side Perimeterville. They got that crash off to the right. All lanes back open. 285 eastbound. The outer loop Flat Shoals exit 48. Still watching brake lights back toward Moreland Avenue, but those should start to improve. Elsewhere, if you're taking the ride on I-20 westbound over on the west side, you're seeing some merging madness leaving 285 out to Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Then just a sluggish ride continues from the theme park around Riverside Parkway out into Lithia Springs. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies this evening with an isolated rain shower or rumble of thunder moving through the late night hours. Overnight lows in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated rain shower possible, high 87. Drying out on Thursday and heating up with partly cloudy skies, high 88. Sunshine for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
Right now it's 84 in Smyrna, 81 in Loganville, and 87 in Palmetto. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
All right. Let 4 fingers fly, Caiaccio, because hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now.
You got to put that phone down, Eric.
Well, I'm just getting I'm getting my liquid what's it called?
Courage?
No, it's liquid glass.
Oh, liquid glass.
Oh,
you updated your app, or you got to update your iOS.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not noticing a whole lot. I guess so, a little bit.
What is it supposed to do?
Well, are you not familiar with the liquid glass technology?
No, I am not.
How do you describe it? It's like everything is see-through, and then as you get over certain apps, it kind of magnifies them a little bit, but it's like you're looking through glass, but it moves.
Oh, okay.
I think it's, not a whole lot to hang your hat on at this point as far as innovations
Tim
go.
Cook is proud of it. I love it. I think it's fantastic for your phone.
I can sort of see it here, but it got rid of my my screen thing that I was using and gave me something else. I'll have to work with it. I'll have to customize it later.
Maybe it's ice
but today,
right now.
Yeah, it's got to thaw. Today is the day that iOS 26. Do you have an iPhone?
Yes, I do.
Is it iPhone 11 or later?
I think so.
Then you can get it too on your next. Well, you will get it whether you want it or not on your next upgrade.
Like that
Actually, that's not
U2
true.
album?
No. Actually, that's not true because I upgraded earlier today thinking that would happen, and it upgraded to the next 18 point whatever, but then gave me after that it said, if you would like to go to iOS 26, you can. And I said, well, sign me up. Because you know me, I'm about the future. I'm about the cutting edge. I'm about the vanguard.
What's a lot easier? Just
Eric Von Vanguard, they call me.
I've heard them call you that.
Yes.
But it makes it so much easier, especially with Apple, just to go on and update everything together, especially if you have multiple devices. I know some people that are like, I never update my iOS. And I'm like, okay, it's going to just take you, years and years to catch up.
I have a 13 Pro Max.
That's what I have. Yeah, you can get it.
Okay.
Although it doesn't really look all that different on mine. I don't know. I've seen these things. I'm going to get, you know what, in the next break. You know what I'm not going to do because I'm a professional? Spend this entire segment customizing my iPhone.
Well, we do have our...
Because I'm a professional. Other people, of course.
Thank you.
If George Clark was the host, he'd be all about,
I think it'd be nice if you updated it and just told everybody about the progress.
Okay. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim Apple.
Oh, look, it's a 48%.
Yeah. I don't think it does a whole hell of a lot. But I was interested in the look, but that doesn't really change all that much.
No,
I got to get it to its default page or
Gotta
something.
mess with some of the little dials.
I just said this is the default page, and it's kind of using my old wallpaper, and it's just not working. I'm throwing it away.
We do have
Smash it.
our WSB Plus and for WSB YouTube. You can
WSB Plus, what's that?
That's our video system.
Is that like Disney Plus?
Kind of, but it's free.
What? Then how come nobody uses it?
They like the WSB minus.
Oh, that's the thing about our people. Trads.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like change. I mean, what is WSB Plus? That's where like 7 people watch us on this camera.
Yeah, I see.
I have to go every day before I leave my office to come to this here studio. I have to look in the mirror and make sure that I don't have any errant hairs hanging out of my nose. Why? Because 7 people might see it.
Because you care.
One of those people might find it and meme it. I always had a booger hanging out. That's the rest of my life. And what did I get out of it? There's only 7 people watching the damn thing.
Dr. Joe uses screenshots all the time for his Facebook posts of us all together.
When's the last time you saw me put anything on Facebook? I don't even know why I'm still on. I guess I just am afraid like some family member will hate me if I'm not on it. I don't know.
Birthdays are
Well,
nice.
how would you know if they hate you? They would have to call you and tell you.
That's what I'm saying. It's an unfinished thing. For some reason, I just won't pull it down because I pulled down my Facebook, and they never really delete because they know. And then I bought the Vision Quest. What is it?
Oh yeah, the VR headset. Yeah,
VR headset. A couple of years ago during the pandemic, and wasn't this clever? You couldn't use it if you didn't have a Facebook page, so I had to reactivate the same. But that thing broke a long time ago.
Your Oculus broke?
Yeah, like long time ago.
What did you do? Did you like run into something?
No, I didn't break that way. It just like stopped.
Fell in the
like
tub.
the battery stopped. Yeah. I like to relax, you see me in the tub. I'm actually flying over the Grand Canyon.
In a tub.
In a tub. It's fantastic.
Do people still buy these things? Are they still a hit?
I think, for gaming. People like...
well, remember, for the longest time, we were going to see them on the streets. I guess there were some people that would
the
wear
Pro,
them.
Was the
Pro
Apple
Max
version. Yeah, people thought. Remember that? Oh, I'll use these all the time. Boy, that was a bust.
Yeah, nobody uses those.
You never see them.
Make you sick.
There's a problem with all of these virtual reality things. And my stomach goes quick. Like I can get sick in a car. I can't even read a map for 2 minutes in a car without getting sick. So I'm more sensitive to it, I think, than most. But even when I would use that
the Pro Max?
Oculus.
Or the Oculus, yeah.
No, the Oculus, only for a little while. And then my stomach would start to go. But I used to love the virtual things. Like literally, you could fly over. Like it's the tallest waterfall in the world. And you're like sitting in your chair. You're flying over. And I have a fear of heights, but not if I know that I'm not really there.
If your feet are on the ground.
Yeah,
maybe.
so it's a way for me to experience these wild, and there's nothing like, I don't know if you ever had them, but there's nothing in the world like a flying dream.
I've had those, yeah.
Yeah, those are great
you
dreams.
Feel ecstatic. I mean, it's unbelievable. And so it's almost like doing that in virtual reality. I really like that a lot. A lot of those comfort things. There was one where it's like a river that you're going down, and there's music playing, and there's no alligators or anything.
But again,
like
you're
that.
by yourself when you're flying, right? It's almost like you're a superhero. It's not like they put you like in a
First of all,
flight
it's not
simulator.
me. I don't see myself flying.
Okay.
I'm just
I know they,
having the
put you in,
experience of visualizing being above the world's largest
I didn't know if they
waterfall.
put you in like seat 17A and then put you next to like a rowdy passenger. Like you looked over to the left and you looked out the window and then you have the rowdy
I'm not on
passenger.
an airplane. I can do that in real life. You're just flying openly, like you're in a flying dream, except you're above the world's largest waterfall or something. To me, that's the beauty of VR, is like the starter versions of the holodeck from Star Trek.
Yeah.
To me, that's what it would be all about. It would be about like, I can't, going to Ireland is tough. Or I want to visit some Tahiti. I think we all know my love of Tahitian treat and my want for maybe living in a place like Tahiti, hoping that like nobody knows anything about anything. It's like nobody even knows. Like I want to live somewhere where, hey, what's the name of the president of the United States? And they would just go, I don't know. Okay, this is a good place.
That would
to
be
live.
that would be super unique.
It would. You just don't need to put super in front of it. Unique.
As soon as I said it, I knew you were about to give me
means
that.
one of a kind.
That would be unique.
You don't have to modify that. It's either one of it would be unique is what it would be. Absolutely. So that's what to me, until I can go actually live there. I don't know. Maybe Tahiti's terrible for all I know. Could be a bunch of gang warfare going on. I have no idea.
Pick a side.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to have to. Somebody's got to protect my property.
I don't think there's gang warfare there.
How big is Tahiti?
Not
Why
very.
is Tahiti even in my brain? Like, I mentioned Tahiti before, and then I had to mention that artist, Gauguin. He went to Tahiti, did some great artwork, but I think he got syphilis, and then he got some kind of like flies, like some sort of skin disease from all these bites.
I remember when I flew for my honeymoon we flew from Los Angeles to Sydney, and there's that point where you're just over the Pacific Ocean in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it was like the plane was just rocking. There's so much turbulence. And we were super close to Tahiti, and I'm like, all right, like
let's just take it down.
If the plane goes down, like I'm like, where do I tell people I'm near Tahiti, like that, as if I would survive.
Yeah,
if that
well,
happened.
if you happen to survive, you want people to know that hey, I'm within 1,000 miles of Tahiti in open ocean. I'm trying to give you a little more.
Isn't that where the Kane Mutiny or the Mutiny on the Bounty? Is that where they
ended up going to another? I don't think they go to Tahiti. They end up going somewhere and getting all lazy and fat and all that.
Right.
That's after they do the mutiny. I don't know if it's Tahiti. Maybe it is. George Clark will look it up because he's
look it up.
He'll look it up and find out. How big is Tahiti?
Not very big. I'm looking at it now.
Is it bigger than me? Can I fit?
Yes, you can fit.
Okay. Sounds like it fit.
They did go to Tahiti.
They did?
Yep.
Oh.
Tropical paradise.
Mr. Christian.
They got all fat and lazy.
And Tahiti has a population of about 280,000.
All right, see, that's the right size.
Okay, that's
You
like
gotta
the size.
go.
That's
You
like
can
the
get a
size.
job doing a radio show there.
I don't want a job.
Tahiti in the afternoon.
We'll change it to HEAT, Tahiti.
We're gonna have Tahatis in on Friday.
That's right. It's Tahiti Tuesday.
Yeah,
Come on,
Tahiti Tuesday.
Come
yeah.
on.
Tahiti Tuesday.
You're really losing it, my friend.
No, I thought let's
You,
break the traditions. Put it on a Friday.
What was that population size there, George?
280,000.
Okay, it's like the size of Chattanooga. Okay, so like
Yeah.
there you
Yeah,
go.
so but with beach. And apparently a lot of syphilis or something. I don't know.
Well, just being near the equator makes things fester a little more.
Is that like blisters and things like that?
Well,
I mean,
just
open sores,
bacterias and
bacteria. Yeah,
things, yeah.
that's true. You do have to worry about that. And they probably have like a lot of like insects that I don't like.
I don't know. It's kind of isolated though. I don't
Probably don't have snakes either.
There've been people going there from Europe and stuff enough. There's a snake on a ship or something that ended up on there. I guarantee you. Invasive species. Hey, listen. Don't be so negative. We all start out as invasive species. I know my parents didn't plan me. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 in Norcross.
Yeah, I thought this one was going to be quick to clear, but now I see the cones out behind it. HOT lane blocked. I-85 southbound Indian Trail Road, exit 101. The brake lights filling in behind that. Back up through Duluth. Now, once you get past that, heads up if you're transitioning onto I-285 southbound, the inner loop. There's a crash, 285 east or southbound, the inner loop between I-85 and Chamblee-Tucker. That's blocking 2 left lanes, and that is just making a slow 285 east inner loop ride worse back to Georgia 400. Traffic brought to you by Peach Pass. Life doesn't slow down, and neither can you. With Peach Pass, save time, cruise by traffic, and use your Peach Pass in 20 states, including Georgia. Visit peachpass.com and keep moving. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
That's awesome.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is tomorrow at 8 a.m.
That's amazing.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
When it comes to buying a vehicle, the name to remember is Jim Ellis Automotive. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. As Georgia's largest family-owned dealer group, we offer car shoppers unmatched advantages, starting with access to more than 5,500 new, certified pre-owned and pre-owned vehicles. With 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta and 17 top automotive brands, we have the selection you want and competitive pricing to fit your budget. But more importantly, we've made the buying process quick, easy, and convenient with the Jim Ellis Expressway. Visit one of our state-of-the-art showrooms for a top-tier customer service experience or shop from the comfort of home. Browse our entire inventory of more than 5,500 cars, trucks, and SUVs, calculate your payment, apply for financing, and even start your trade-in process online. It's car buying on your terms. And don't forget, Jim Ellis buys cars too. It's a safe and easy way to get maximum value for your car. To get started, visit JimEllis.com. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
Homeowners, are your windows and doors sticking or you notice cracks in the drywall? You might have a big problem. Serious issues need the serious experts at Engineered Solutions of Georgia. Go to ESOGrepair.com.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Yeah, it's too bad we're not a sports show. We can't talk about that. Liam Cohen. Did you see that?
Uh-uh.
I mean, this is not really about sports. It's more about leadership. So Liam Cohen, who is the brand new head coach of the Jags, second game, he doesn't like what his quarterback's doing on the road in somebody else's stadium, Cincinnati. I guess the Jags should have won that game. I really didn't pay much attention.
They did. They should have.
So, but I did see where Liam Cohen starts mocking his quarterback, basically hitting his chest, saying, hit him in the numbers. But he's all frustrated and emotional. And then Trevor Lawrence gives him like the hand, like, get the hell out of here. Which I blame the coach. Like, is this guy mature enough to coach football? You don't do that. You save that for, next day film room. You let him have it when nobody's looking except his teammates and the other people in the room. I found that to be eye-opening. I mean, what would you think of? I mean, there's a type of leader in the office that if there's a problem with you, you get called and you have a conversation. And then there's the kind of leader who walks out on the floor and starts berating you in front of all of your coworkers.
That's radio leaders usually.
Yeah, so
the old
well,
days.
they're under a lot of stress.
Yes,
or
yes.
were. But that just makes me wonder. Game 2, and you've basically mocked your own quarterback, and then put him in a position where he took his hand and I don't know how you describe that.
You shoot him away.
Just shoot him. It's like to hell with you. How do you fix that? Not good leadership. That's why this was not a sports segment. This was a leadership segment.
And you've been listening to this Tech Talk.
And you've been listening to Sports Tech Analytics. My new podcast, Sports Tech Analytics.
Got a good ring to it.
Yeah, I think it's good enough to get people interested, and then they'll tune in, and I'll just be sitting there and going, I don't know.
Have those papers going to
Can I
that.
become the I don't know guy?
You should.
I don't know.
How the hell do I know?
Hey, ask me anything.
So who do you think is going to take the lead in the
know.
AFC Central?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know. I have no idea.
What's going to happen
That
with
would
this
be
Trump?
a great podcast. I don't know.
I don't. It's the I don't know guy.
What's going to happen with this?
Ask me anything.
Who's the leader of China?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Do you think U.S. and Venezuela are going to go to war?
I don't know. I have no idea. This is entertaining. I've been looking for my niche.
What
in
about
the podcast.
TikTok deal? Do you like the TikTok deal?
I don't care.
No, it's I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Well, I have a second podcast. I have the
A subcast?
my second
That's
channel.
for your Patreon.
That's my second
It's for your Patreon.
Oh, I can't believe it. I was asked. I got asked a music question, and Universal took down my video. All I said was, I don't know.
How do you feel about Kash Patel's testimony?
I
today?
don't know.
You
Also,
look
sometimes we do a collab with my second channel. So ask that question again.
How do you feel about Kash Patel's testimony from
I
earlier?
don't know, and I don't care.
Whoa,
we
he put
did
them
both.
together. He did them both.
You were there on a super special.
Whoa.
I want to have one of those podcasts where people. Do you ever, when you're watching a podcast and they have like those super fans, and so they always have to read their thing because they give money?
Yeah.
And you'll be watching a podcast about a football team or something, and they have to keep stopping down. And then I'm always a little bit embarrassed for them. They have to stop down, break their thought, so they could say, "Oh, Jim 92 says." Same old Falcons, and with a $2, and it'll say like with $2. Thank you for the $2. I ain't stopping my podcast for $2.
Well, $2 can go a long way.
I'm stopping my podcast for nothing less than $100.
Yak Nipples has
let's
a
class
question.
this up.
Yak Nipples has a question.
What is it? Yes, Yak Nipples, or Yak Nipple.
How do you think the Falcons are going to do next week?
I don't know. I do not know.
You're not going to thank me for my question. I gave you $5.
Thank you for the question, but no. You have it's $100 to get in the door.
Okay.
Look, if some washed-up character actor from a sci-fi show in the 90s can demand $100 for an autograph at Dragon Con,
you could get 10.
I should be able to get 100.
Well, regionally.
Well, listen, it starts.
You're not going to go to the Radio Con up in Seattle and get that kind of money.
I know. I am going to go to the Radio Con up in Seattle.
You should.
Just so I can hear this a lot. Who? Yeah, I'm kind of a local celebrity, although, Atlanta's growing and it's a pretty big market. But we're kind of proud of that.
I should sell stills from that Aqua Teen that came out a couple years ago and just sign it.
Yes, you should. By the way, I've told you that.
I feel bad
so
doing
damn
that.
Why?
I don't know.
Because people want something from you?
We have to put it out
Put
there.
it in our merch. Oh, we don't have a merch store. Well, if we had a merch store, I would have an area that was Tim's Art, and I'll bet you it would do better than most other areas.
I agree.
Like if it was next to Eric's Rants, wouldn't even be close. Tim's Art. If I sold
transcripts of your rants
and I signed them,
yes,
I think that Tim's Art would just blow me out of the water. People don't want to hear my rants. They want your art.
Could people in our hypothetical merch store, how would they be able to use Twitch bits to be able to pay for things? Because that's like their currency on there.
Oh yeah, but that's only good with Twitch people, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like we would need to make this merch store where all currencies work.
That's the currency. The currency that makes Eric richer. Whatever currency makes Eric Von Hessler wealthier would be what we are going to use.
What if you got 1,000 Twitch bits?
What can I do with it? Watch,
you could elect the president of Nepal.
Oh.
Did you see that they used Twitch for their election?
Yes, they did.
Huh?
Nepal, yeah.
Oh, how many people are in
after
Nepal?
they burned down their parliament and got rid of their people, they voted their new
Who
prime
burned down
minister.
their parliament? The people or the politicians?
Gen Z
Gen Z.
voters. They just burned it to the
It
ground.
is Nepalese, right? Would be the
Yes.
How you say it? Okay, I don't want people to think I wasn't being
29 million.
clever.
So it's quite a large country.
29 million people. I'm surprised Twitch didn't crash. It's a lot of people. Did the person who was taking in the votes and tabulating everything, where they had their top off or something while they're gaming?
You can't be. You have to have your clothes on Twitch.
Yeah, but you can.
You get close. Believe me, you can get right there.
I heard Twitch is dying. I heard it's not the thing.
It's not as good as it used to be.
Here's the problem with the kids. They're going to move on to the next thing. Remember, didn't TikTok? Yeah, Kick came along for that. TikTok killed Instagram, right? I don't know if it killed it.
No, Instagram's back. Instagram's
back.
Reels,
well, welcome back, Instagram.
Reels has not only caught TikTok, but it has less ads now.
All right, here's something I don't know, and I will base my prediction on whether or not Reels will overtake TikTok ever based on this. Does it end with an S or a Z?
It ends with an S.
Loser. Loser. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 in Tucker.
Yeah, the hits just keep on coming to 285, especially in DeKalb County. This one's in two left lanes, 285 southbound, the inner loop right at the Chamblee-Tucker Road Bridge. That's already adding to brake lights back before Buford Highway. Elsewhere in Gwinnett County, Norcross, crash remains in the HOT lane, 85 southbound at Indian Trail Road, exit 101. You slow from Highway 316. Heads up in Forsyth County, big jam on Highway 20 east and southbound. Getting past James Burgess Road, there's been a rollover crash working there in at least one left lane. Traffic brought to you by Reliable reliable heating and air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
That nagging joint pain, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's from years of hard work. Sometimes it's an old injury that just never healed right. Either way, it's been calling the shots in your life for too long. But that stops right now. I'm Mark Ehrman. QC Kinetics is here to flip that script. They use regenerative medicine, advanced cellular treatments that help your body heal and restore the damage in your joints, not cover it up, not cut it out, actually helping heal and restore. And the results, long-term, lasting relief. QC Kinetics, no surgery, no drugs, no long recovery, just a smarter, natural way to get your freedom back. Bring your MRIs, your X-rays, and they'll make sure you're a good candidate. Your first consultation, it's free, friends, so there's no reason to wait. Call QC Kinetics, 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. Decatur, Lawrenceville, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Stockbridge, and Douglasville. Appointments available on Saturday. 770-285-8026.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is AMCO Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in AMCO just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to AMCO.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned AMCO near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
This is Jaron Solomon. Fall is here. Football is back. And so is our Percentage Week sale. September 15th through the 21st. Enjoy up to 60% off designer engagement rings and fashion jewelry. As proud partners of the Georgia Bulldogs, we know what it means to shine on game day and every day. But hurry, once an item is gone, it's gone. Don't miss Percentage Week September 15th through the 21st. Visit Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg, or book your private appointment now at SolomonBrothers.com.
Well, they said it was fixed, but was it? When TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling say it's fixed, it's really fixed. That's part of how they love your home. Hey, it's Chris Chandler, and these are the folks I trust in my home because of their attention to detail, expertise, and a job done right the first time. And to back it up, TE Certified offers a lifetime workmanship warranty.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, a multi-county drug bust leads to the arrest of 24 people.
Gwinnett County's Metro Task Force and GBI's Drug Enforcement Office headed up the multi-agency operation that began in August. It's aimed to stop what's dubbed as the Butler Drug Trafficking Organization, or DTO, who authorities say was headed up by Adrian Bernard Butler. During the investigation, law enforcement was able to seize large amounts of cocaine, crack, and fentanyl, along with pounds of marijuana and several firearms. Officials say the investigation continues as agencies are now looking to link several overdose deaths to the Butler DTO. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
81 degrees in Atlanta. We do have some scattered rain showers moving to the south through Atlanta at this hour. Are there any more rain chances this week? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. The 22-year-old man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk appears at a virtual court hearing in Utah today.
State of Utah versus Tyler James Robinson. Could you state your name?
Tyler James Robinson. He's told the state will seek the death penalty.
Mr. Robinson, at this time, you will remain in custody without bail.
Robinson is next due back in court September 29th. A major drug dealing operation out of business after a dramatic police raid into Cobb County.
Police were taking no chances. They brought SWAT, the bomb squad, K-9, special ops, and drones to a West Mountain Street home. Police spokesman Blaine Clark says the 5 suspects inside all had felony warrants and were determined to avoid capture.
The primary suspect attempted to escape, but drone pilots tracked him to a nearby apartment complex.
Another suspect rammed an armored vehicle trying to get away. Inside the house, enough guns and ammo to wage a small war, plus 15 pounds of pot, fentanyl, crack cocaine, and cash. No officers were injured. Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
A decision by Georgia's High Court means Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis is permanently off any prosecution of President Trump in the Georgia election meddling case. WSB legal analyst Ron Carlson says a conflict prosecutor assigned to take on the case could proceed or decide to walk away.
In all likelihood, this major Georgia Supreme Court decision will likely sound the death knell for this prosecution.
Carlson says the U.S. Supreme Court has already put additional legal hurdles in the way of any prosecution. An arrest is made more than 2 months after someone stole unreleased Beyonce music from an SUV in Atlanta. The suspect identified as Kelvin Evans. He was arrested in Hapeville. Beyonce's choreographer and dancer parked a rental car in a parking deck, and when they returned, it had been broken into. Rivian breaks ground today on their much-anticipated manufacturing plant east of Atlanta.
County and state officials celebrate the groundbreaking at Rivian's facility, which has been in the works since 2021.
1, 2, 3, dig!
CEO RJ Scringe says it's been a long road, but he's happy to move things to Georgia.
It is just such an incredible state, and the environment is wonderful for recruiting to and wonderful for retaining amazing talent.
Construction on the 2,000-acre site is expected to take a couple of years, with cars set to roll off the line in 2028. In Walton County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia business leaders are not concerned the recent immigration raid in South Georgia will deter companies from coming here. But Chris Clark, president of the Georgia Chamber of Commerce, says the visa issue should be addressed.
There is concern out there, but we're going to be working with members of Congress and our partners to try to move forward as quickly as possible.
Clark says Georgia businesses benefit from foreign workers. You'll be able to watch more of the Masters on TV next spring.
In a major coup for streaming services that want to get more sports fans watching, Amazon Prime Video will debut as one of 3 broadcasters of the Masters Golf Tournament from Augusta National Golf Club next April, along with ESPN and CBS, which has aired the Masters since 1956. Now, Prime Video is starting off slowly with just 2 additional hours of first and second round coverage on Thursday, April 9th and Friday, April 10th. I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby for 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Glad to bring some better news to those of you trying to make your way into Tucker. The crash just cleared 285 east or southbound the inner loop at I-85, right around the Chamblee-Tucker Road Bridge, so delays will improve there. Also, if you're traveling 85 south out of Duluth into Norcross, the crash at Indian Trail Road, exit 101, has also cleared. Still slow from Highway 316, but those delays will start to improve. Still seeing some slow traffic 400 northbound, leaving 285 in Sandy Springs up to the North Springs MARTA station, and jammed up in Forsyth County. Highway 20 eastbound slows right around Samples Road down to a crash that's been working in the left lanes just east of James Burgess Road. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies this evening with an isolated rain shower or rumble of thunder moving through the late night hours. Overnight lows in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated rain shower possible, high 87. Drying out on Thursday and heating up with partly cloudy skies, high 88. Sunshine for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
Storm Tracker radar shows some rain showers right now on the south side of the metro area. Right now, Fayette County and Coweta County, as well as South Fulton, getting some rain at this hour. Noonan, it's 84. Midtown Atlanta, it's 83. And Dunwoody, it's 80 right now. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hi, I'm Deborah Morton, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate, right here on 95.5 WSB. If you listen to my show each Saturday, we cover Atlanta's housing market and all things real estate related. So, whether you're buying your dream home or selling your current one, hiring the right agent is essential. The Agency Atlanta is the iconic brokerage that is revolutionizing real estate worldwide. We pair global resources with decades of hyper hyper-local Atlanta market expertise to deliver results. If you're selling your home, we'll help you showcase your property and maximize your return. If you're buying, we'll guide you through every step to secure the perfect home for your lifestyle. Either way, we would love to earn the privilege of being your agent. So, if you're looking for that perfect Buckhead bungalow, that Alpharetta estate, an in-town condo, or suburban bliss, visit InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com today to connect with us at the Agency Atlanta. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com.
The Steel Horse Law name strikes fear in the heart of big insurance companies. We make them pay.
When it comes to buying a vehicle, the name to remember is Jim Ellis Automotive. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. As Georgia's largest family-owned dealer group, we offer car shoppers unmatched advantages, starting with access to more than 5,500 new certified pre-owned and pre-owned vehicles. With 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta and 17 top automotive brands, we have the selection you want and competitive pricing to fit your budget. But more importantly, we've made the buying process quick, easy, and convenient with the Jim Ellis Expressway. Visit one of our state-of-the-art showrooms for a top-tier customer service experience or shop from the comfort of home. Browse our entire inventory of more than 5,500 cars, trucks, and SUVs, calculate your payment, apply for financing, and even start your trade-in process online. It's car buying on your terms. And don't forget, Jim Ellis buys cars too. It's a safe and easy way to get maximum value for your car. To get started, visit JimEllis.com. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
Yeah, it's not a sports show. We can't talk about that. But what was Tom Brady doing in the coach's box at the Raiders game?
I saw that.
That's scandalous.
Why?
Because he's a broadcaster, and when you're a broadcaster for these games, you get to get specific knowledge about the, when Tony Romo calls the next play, it's not because he's a genius. It's because he sat down with the team and they had a conversation about plays that they're going to run in certain situations and blah, 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 blah. Now, they don't let Tom Brady in competing teams' facilities, but he is allowed in on the meeting by Zoom. And, he could be being, nicer to an assistant coach when he meets him because he thinks that or, just finding out things about people who are below the radar on the coaching staff, on the whatever. And so he's going to be calling a game, I think, next week between the Bears and somebody. And then I think his Raiders, which he owns a part of, I think they play the Bears or something like the next week. And it's really just getting, I get it. He's the best of all time, but that doesn't mean that he should be allowed to do this. It's never been done before. But nobody will stop him, I guess.
Well, how do you think he got so good in the first place? Because he cheated.
Well, there you go.
See?
Is that it?
Proof.
What? He let a little air out of his ball.
But the Roger Goodell, what are you going back to morning radio with your little?
I said he let a little. I'm saying
I
you
know what
you
you said. But
I wasn't implying anything.
Double entendre.
No, there's no air there.
There was some kind of I felt like, but also, so long as we're not talking about sports, I got to read this thing. This shows, and I was wondering about this. So, the people who cover, the gossip columnists who cover Taylor Swift normally, now they got the Travis Kelce world, and they just don't know what the hell they're talking about. So I'm going to read some of this, see if you can find. There's obviously somebody from another country. He does say game first. So, but the concerns, the gossip columnist, this is really, you're just stealing money. It does not require to have any talent whatsoever to be a gossip columnist.
As long as you get close to those celebrities.
Well, okay, there is a talent. There is a talent. You have to know how to use your tongue well and make lots of friends amongst celebrities. Yes, you do. You have to learn how to genuflect to celebrities so that they will give you the interview or whatever. But it takes no talent to say, hey, so-and-so ate dinner at this place with his girlfriend, and they left $1,000 tip. It doesn't take talent. It doesn't. You just have to be the person that will do it. So this guy, is it a guy? Who is it saying?
Talk about the article from Reality.
Reality T. Yeah, I can't pronounce that first name, so I don't even know if this person's real. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, who recently got engaged, are often spotted supporting each other's careers.
AI wrote that.
As if they're insurance. You think that's what it is? Is that what I'm seeing here?
I don't know. That's
because it could be that AI needs to learn more about these two
What do you think,
lives.
Chris Collinsworth? It looks like AI to me.
Is that AI being AI?
Sounds like AI being AI.
During this week's NFL game, the footballers team,
Okay, now it's
the
complete.
Kansas City Chiefs, lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. The tight end was captured having a meltdown on the field, which caught the media's attention. According to a source, his fiancée was privately shaken by her beau's reaction. Taylor Swift attended Travis Kelce's NFL match on Sunday with the Kansas City Chiefs playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. You're right, this is AI because they're just giving you they're just spitting out.
Yeah.
They just told you who played. Both teams played well. Not true. But the former lost the game, leading to a dramatic reaction from Kelce. Reportedly, his crucial drop affected the outcome, leaving the player frustrated. He apparently, all of this is available on YouTube. You can see, he apparently slammed his helmet in annoyance, which seemingly, I love this. He apparently slammed his helmet in annoyance, which seemingly worried his bride-to-be. Apart from the immense pressure because of the match, a source told Rob Shooter that Travis Kelce's outbursts also had to do with being Mr. Taylor Swift. Allegedly, he was crushed under the weight of being watched, with his every move being under scrutiny this NFL season, because that's never happened to Travis Kelce before, being on the most famous team in the NFL right now. He's never been in these moments where he feels like everybody's watching him. This is new to him.
No.
He's only been in the Super Bowl, 5 times? Every move he makes, this is quote, every move he makes is magnified 1,000 times because of Taylor, end quote. The insider claimed. According to them, bad grammar, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end couldn't, quote unquote, fumble during the match. These are experts. According to them, he couldn't fumble. If he did, it would not be referred to as, quote unquote, just a football mistake, unquote, but will become a global headline. This kind of pressure has seemingly been, quote, eating at him, unquote. Therefore, he reportedly had a major meltdown after the loss in the September 14 game. His helmet slamming act allegedly caught Swift off guard. As per sources, she was privately shaken and, quote unquote, worried.
It's too much.
To see how the pressure was affecting her groom-to-be. Quote, Taylor loves him, but she sees the toll this is taking. Travis has never dealt with this level of scrutiny before. How many Super Bowls has this guy been in?
I want to say it's 5.
A friend of hers stated. So, yeah, I was thinking as somebody who doesn't understand football, this is just AI. Boy,
or both. Or somebody that doesn't understand football. That
giving the prompts.
That gave the prompts
What's the
to
site called again? Jerry?
Reality T.
Which, if they were smart, they should have named it
Reality. Yeah. Well, I guess the computers aren't that awake
Oh, this
yet.
whole site looks AI.
So they're making money off of me. But actually, this was picked up by Yahoo Entertainment. So I'm actually not reading it from the Reality T. I'm reading it from Yahoo Entertainment. The same company who owns us owns Yahoo.
Did you see the
Couldn't they just give me a $10 million budget? and put me on Yahoo and, do a whole thing, have the greatest show in the world, wouldn't that do more for them than picking up AI articles and just passing them along? I mean, these are colleagues.
Can you get the clicks?
I could create, you give me, Yahoo once gave Katie Couric $10 million and she squandered it. I can guarantee this. Give me $10 million and put this show on with a visual total like television look for people who are watching, and you will get back more for your investment than Katie Couric gave you. That's the floor. And a very high ceiling, I believe. But go ahead to our employers. Just keep, isn't it cheap? Oh, AI wrote this for some other site. We can just skim it and put it out there.
Yeah. We'll replaster it on our site.
Did I just read AI slop? Is that what that is?
That was absolute AI slop. And the crazy thing is, Eric,
slopped.
If you look in the comment section, people are responding
Of course.
in reality to it.
Because people are getting dumber and dumber and dumber by the day. Am I the only one noticing this? Or am I the only one who just remembers a time where people were generally smarter?
Like Howie here has got 25 likes. He says, the hot temper is something Taylor has to consider. Yeah. Great for a bodyguard, but not in a husband. Yeah. And he's got 25 likes.
What the hell does Howie know about being a great husband? Alex Williams says it's still a slow ride downtown.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. Still watching the brake lights heading southbound. They start 85 southbound just below Georgia 400, really bunching up, though, around 17th Street. Stays pretty slow down toward North Avenue. Then you're on and off the brakes, getting down to I-20, exit 247. And northbound jammed in, 75, 85 northbound. That slow ride continues starting just before University Avenue, breaking free once you get past Peachtree, Pine Street. Traffic brought to you by John Foy & Associates, personal injury law firm. John Foy & Associates will help you get the care and compensation you deserve after an accident. When you need help, they're there. You're never a number. Get the strong arm. Call John Foy & Associates today. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
More local news.
Folk ground stop at the airport. Meanwhile, Governor Kemp reacting.
More traffic.
Interloop injury crash, 2 left lanes.
More weather.
This thunderstorm is capable of producing a quick spin up.
Atlanta's morning news. Tomorrow morning at 5. Wake up with 95.5 WSB. How Atlanta starts its day.
The wreck was bad, but dealing with insurance can be even worse. Hey, it's Smiling Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates, the strong arm. When it comes to traffic accidents, I've seen it all, and nothing surprises me. But when it comes to how insurance companies treat accident victims, I'm shocked. If you've been injured, don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. You need an experienced, winning team. You need the strong arm to fight for you. Pay nothing up front and get your free case evaluation at johnfoy.com.
There's nothing quite like a local neighbor. That's why AARP is local, right here in Midtown Atlanta, to offer you free events and enriching experiences that help you with finances, family, and fun. We're in the community, connecting you to what matters most right when you need it. Visit our website at aarp.org/GA or visit us on social media at AARP Georgia to find out more information on how we're helping your money, health, and happiness live as long as you do.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard, a Groundworks company, and tell them Mike sent you.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
You've thought about assisted living for your parents, but maybe the right answer is renovating your home and having mom or dad move in. I'm Richard, Chief Architect at Sketch House, where we create custom architectural drawings for homeowners looking to remodel. Why get drawings first? You'll know what's possible. You'll be able to get pricing and compare builders apples to apples, and builders love drawings. You'll get bumped to the top of their list with drawings in hand. Let Sketch House help you make a decision about your aging parents at a fixed price. Visit sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, HAUS.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're a different kind of wireless company dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Because let's face it, our needs are different. Big wireless unlimited plans are designed for 20-somethings, not us. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on one thing, bringing you affordable, reliable rate plans that suit your needs, not ours. How do we do that? We start by using the same towers as the big guys, the exact same towers. We then create rate plans designed for your usage. The fact is, we can offer you an unlimited plan with the same network quality for less because we understand how you use wireless services. Our plans start at just $20 a month. And forget trying to chat with robots. You'll get 100% US-based award-winning customer service when you need help. Come find out how wireless should be and join the millions who have made the switch.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Supposedly he shows up drunk to appearances sometimes.
He's a fun guy.
Yeah, he is.
Jared or Tony Romo?
Tony Romo.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm fun too.
So I know I don't want to end this. Are you fun?
Absolutely.
I've never heard that before. Very serious person.
All the time.
Miserable, some would say.
Seriously.
I say to him, Jared, you gotta, you can't be always so serious.
Lighten up.
And so miserable. And he's like, hey, I got things to do and places to go. And that's not going to happen by itself.
No.
He said, Eric, if you want success, you got to work for it, you lazy bastard. He said this to me.
And he smacked you.
When we first started working together, I was like, this is not just some normal show. We're going to make this better.
I know. I just wanted to take calls and, set up topics.
No, but he wrote little notes on pieces of paper that he would hold up to you
that's
all
right.
the time. Get you straightened out.
That's how I helped you. Reset the topic.
Yes, he used to teach me how to do radio.
Who are you?
When I came over here as a 48, 49-year-old person that I was at the time, and I ran into this 24-year-old
twerp. Then.
And he was like, don't worry, man. I
got you.
I can teach you how to do radio. I was like, hey, man, I'm just going to phone it in and take calls, whatever. He's like, no, you're not.
I believe in you.
You're going to work with me. We're going to do a special radio show.
I believed in you from the beginning. I was like, no. This is not your typical talk show.
And it took me a while, but then I started believing in you. And that's why it's so hard to say this. You're fired.
As long as my money doesn't go to Autumn.
It's not a sports show. It won't. It'll go
you keep saying that it's not a sports show, but you're doing an awful lot of talking about sports.
Chris Collinsworth. Sometimes it bleeds over.
Well, I don't know. You've been talking about football the whole show,
no,
which I don't mind.
No,
I mean, I like
haven't.
it.
Not the whole show.
Jared's inaccuracies aside.
Justin
but
Herbert.
It is Eric being Eric.
Justin Herbert is he's the quarterback of the Chargers, and now he's dating this. I guess she's a singer.
Yeah, Madison Beer.
You know her who she is?
I do.
All right, I don't want to be mean. She looks like an Instagram filter. She looks like she's created by AI. Does she not? I mean, the hair.
Yeah.
If you do an Instagram filter, that's the hair, right?
I would like to see what she looks like without makeup on.
You wouldn't recognize her. And it might be good. She may look much better. Remember when we saw that picture of Kylie Jenner.
Mm-hmm.
She looked totally different, but perfectly fine. But you would have no idea that's who she is if she just showed up without makeup. All right, he's dating an Instagram filter. I guess that's good.
Remember, she was discovered by Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber was like in his heyday. She was discovered, had a moment, kind of fell off, and is now back big again. But I'm surprised because Herbert was dating a sideline reporter last year, and I guess that's over.
Well, that's not awkward. Date somebody that you have to run into at work all the time when it goes south. Go back to that sideline reporter. You could be having the greatest game. Justin Herbert is obviously letting everyone down, just as he always has. All right.
A little too quick on that play.
A problem that he has been known to have in the past. All right. This is the music's telling us two things. Shut the hell up. Get the hell out. You know us. We're good people. We do what we're told. We don't question. Shelley Winter is up next. He's got another great radio show for you. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your